This video contains gratuitous use of profanity and uncomfortable pauses to compensate for lack of professionalism and original thought. Viewer discretion advised.
Oh shit! Mud shark? You're not a mud shark. You're barely even a fish.
On this In the Paint podcast.
Fuck up.
Win by Two, they're actually podcasts out of Philadelphia. Who knows to Win by Two radio?
Where's John DiCaprio? Did he ask about me?
Fuck Karla. He's effectively done in this business. On his podcast, catching people like Dr. Mingo. So I'm a dumb guy.
I'm hoping John DiCaprio is, but...
Take your fucking bra off, Barry!
Like, let me guess, does he attack everyone?
I'm gonna be yelling at him the whole time tonight. Your show sucks. Happy Saturday. Welcome into the In the Paint podcast, the best podcast ever, quite frankly. I'm just going to state it there right off the fucking rip. How's everyone doing today? We're going to have a fun show today. We have a lot to get into. In studio guest, in studio, however which way you want to look at it. We have a great show. Where's Chad at? Chad Zumock.
We are back. We're in the bunker. We're doing it. We're having it.
It's going down.
It's going down, everybody.
A lot has, I guess depending on your definition of a lot. Let's unmute that. Sorry about that. Yeah, so there's, I guess, a lot or a little, whatever which way you want to look at. And I just want to put a forewarning out there, disclosure. I drank some pre-workout before the show in hopes to, want to run through walls. I mean, I really don't know. So bear with me if I seem like my thoughts are all over the place. So there's a lot going on today. We'll be here for the better part of probably 5 hours or something like that. We have a great show, though. I'm very excited. I'm glad to see everyone back in the chat. You guys look amazing. I saw Kevin Brandon was live. So he's live now, and he's going live again later. It's like, Jesus, Brennan. It's like, calm down with the super chats, man. Like, they're going to be there You know what I mean? It's like, you're just extracting at this point. It's getting pretty ridiculous. The main subject, though, we're going to get to way later on in the show, so you're going to want to stick around. The main subject on today's program, which, by the way, everyone say hi to my new favorite guy, and he should be all of your favorite guy as well. Earl Skakel, part of the Two Nation. Earl! It's Earl Skakel, everyone. We're going to get to Earl in a little bit. Earl is fantastic, man. I love this guy, Earl Skakel. Not in a creepy way, not in a weird way, but just on a coverage standpoint. I enjoy watching the boringness. I know it sounds insane, but we'll get to Earl in a little bit. So I wanted to pan the focus over here. This guy, Karl fucking Hamburger.
That fucking loser and stupid fucking bitch.
Karl Hamburger. This is fantastic for someone like me who's been, I don't want to say one of the pioneers of making fun of Karl, because that statement probably isn't true. But as far as a podcast of this size taking a shot at one of the big dogs, right? We were probably one of the first. And Karl's having his day, or he's having his week, really, with the mandolin, his mother, a.k.a. his wife, trying to put him down for a nap. I know probably most of us here has already, saw the clip of Karl and his lovely wife, Jenny. What's her name? Jenny Jingles, I believe is her name. So we have Karl. We're going to be watching. We're going to be breaking down some of Karl. I always love when, a guy who does this sort of thing, what we do, critiquing other shows, when the audience turns. It's one of my favorite things. And I think Karl, for the longest time, I really feel like the tea kettle was getting ready to explode for a long time when it comes to Karl. And I feel like it just needed something like this clip to kind of push it over the edge. Now, we've watched this past week a lot of people running cover for Karl because for whatever reason they look up to Karl or they fear Karl, which is an insane thought to even conceptualize, is fearing this dork right here. But we've watched the likes of, obviously, Shuley and his gang of goonies or goons. We watched Shuley run cover for him. We watched Patrick Melton run cover for Karl. And it leaves a lot of people asking a lot of questions, myself included. It's like, a lot of these guys, they want to talk shit, and they make things as simple as Stuttering John, wiping fucking his eyeball. You know what I mean? They do 9,000 emergency episodes when Stuttering John, just goes live. And now this clip comes out and they all want to turn the other cheek. I feel that to be pretty disingenuous. So I know Kevin's been ranting about it for the better part of 4 days, but I feel like it should be laughed at and examined, and more people should be laughing at it and sharing it and making fun of Karl. Because it's when you guys see the clip, if you haven't already seen it, it's probably one of the best clips in existence, I think, to date. And we're going to get to it way later. But Karl's time is now. So I'm very excited because this has been a long time coming, and we've been taking shots from Karl from, I guess, not even a distance, but we've just been taking our shots where we saw fit. And, people would buck. People would be like, dude, it's insane. Karl, I love Karl. He's our hero. Wherever Karl, goes, we'll go. Whatever Karl does, we'll do. And it's just insane because, like I said at the top, like this guy is nothing less than a fucking dork. And I was letting him, he was on Ray DeVito's show. Where's Ray at? Ray DeVito, come on down.
Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole crew's here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Yeah. I like just dumb, corny shit like that. Yeah, I do like, yeah.
So, Karl was on Ray DeVito's show, and you could really kind of gauge how everyone's feeling when you tune into a live chat. Some people don't like to read comments or read the live chat, but I think it's important. And in most cases, because you get to see what the audience is kind of feeling, right? And there's when people say they don't read the comments or they don't read the chat, that might be true, but then now you've created like a wedge between you and the audience, and there's a disconnect there, and no one really likes that, to be quite honest with you. So, Carl was on Ray DeVito show. We're going to be breaking that down. I had some choice words to say to Carl. I had some a challenge I extended to Ray DeVito. Obviously, this big Super Bowl, Atlantic City Super Bowl Cuck Fest is going to be happening in about 2 weeks now, I think, from tomorrow. So I extended a challenge to Ray DeVito, which he accepted and then declined in the same fucking breath in the same show, which is amazing. We're going to go over that.
What a bitch.
What a bitch. And that's a good time. That's a good segue to introduce my best friend and yours too. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Sir Alex.
Yo, what's good? How we doing, chat? How we doing, John? What the fuck is good? Earl Skankle's in the chat. What's up, Earl?
Is Earl Skankle
He
in
said, yo.
Let's go.
That's my fucking dude right there.
Let's go.
Dude.
What's up, Earl? Yeah, we have some Earl coverage. Like I said, as of late, Earl has been, a rock star. And it's been nothing short of fascinating to watch the Skankleverse, as they're calling it now. So we're going to get to Earl in a little bit. Al, how you doing, man?
I am living, dude. I feel a little uncomfortable with this hamburger on my screen, but other than that, we're fucking cruising, brother.
This hamburger right here?
Hamburger right here, dude. And Ray looks old as fuck in that clip you just showed. But
Ray is a 50-year-old man-child.
He is, dude. Yeah,
absolutely. Like, that's not a joke. Like, he's 50 years old, and he acts like...
He just bitches constantly, like a
all
toddler.
the time, right.
It actually infuriates... Not a lot of these guys personally infuriate me, but Ray's one.
Ray, Tony
Plays
Mazer.
the fucking victim. Tony Mazer's just a fucking chotch. At the end of the day, he's just a chotch. Yeah, we all like to drink and handle a captain, get in our cars on Thanksgiving and crash into a fucking tree. How about you, dude? I'm never letting that go.
For people who aren't up to date with the East Coast lingo, could you want to explain what the word chotch?
A chotch is like another word to just say douche.
Douche,
like
okay.
a doucher, yeah.
It's more easier.
It's just
I
think it's like more original, you know?
Yeah, I could see
like
what-
Joni Loves Chachi. That's like that show.
What show?
Oh man, you're putting me on the spot.
Sorry,
it's like the 70s, bro.
Okay, all
yeah.
right. People probably know what we're talking about.
Yeah, it's that's from a movie too.
Joey
Dodgeball.
Okay. Yeah. So, but Ray. So you don't like Ray? I mean, not too many people like Ray. It's always fascinating to watch people in Ray's chat rooms. I mean, like I told you, I tried catching Al up to speed of like kind of what's happening. Because there's not enough time in the day to watch all of this shit, right? So I'm explaining to Al, I think last week or the week before, like, yo, Ray's actually got like a decent size live chat. Like he does like 200 live viewers, right? But there's probably 193 of those people there simply just to troll Ray. They see right through him. And the problem is with Ray is like, you could, get right in his fucking face and shake him. And tell him, like, Ray, this is what you need to do. This is the direction, the path you need to go on. And he just doesn't listen. He does it his Ray, for lack of a better term, his way.
Where he plays the victim.
And he plays the victim, right? So, yeah, I mean, I've taken a different stance on it, though. I don't get mad at Ray anymore just because I think it's like, getting mad at a tree. You know what I mean? It's like a tree isn't going to reciprocate what you're trying to, tell the tree.
Any feelings, right? You got to just look at him like a child that he is.
And that's exactly what he is. But we do have, right, so I extended a challenge. So like I said, they're going to be meeting up in Atlantic City. I extended this challenge because we've heard Ray DeVito always talk about how much of a badass he is at, on the basketball court, right?
Get the fuck out of here.
That's what I said, dude. And I've seen Ray in person, right? Like when he walks, like it almost hurts my knees looking at the way Ray walks. It's like
he's got to get a cortisone shot before he hits the fucking.
Well, he don't have insurance. He doesn't have money to purchase cortisone shots, bro.
Oh, then how's he gonna fucking ball?
Well, I don't know, but I mean,
maybe he's a reptilian.
I don't know. I mean, He might be
skinwalker, bro.
The dumbest skin-walking reptilian I've ever seen.
Well, that's his front, though. He just makes you think he's just old and retarded.
Well, I mean, that's actually not a bad point, to be quite honest.
Maybe we're on to something here. Yeah. I don't know, brother.
Yeah, because it's like, how can someone be that fucking stupid?
What if he just played like you one-on-one him and he just flamed you? Would you quit the Dabbleverse forever?
Well, that was going to be my challenge, right?
No, really?
That was going to be my challenge.
Oh, I just fucking foreshadowed.
Well, not quit the whatever this is. I'll always podcast, but at least take a month 6 months off, right? And just whoever loses, you got to walk for a month or 6. You know, that was going to be my challenge. And then he's like, again, Ray likes the little things. Again, he doesn't come from much money. He doesn't have that much money. So he, like, when he gets these super chats, like, you would think like he'd maybe invest it or buy insurance or like do something smart with the money, right? But he buys, like, you know, LeBrons and like this fake gold chain, and he reps it as if he's this fucking James Gandolfini character.
Bro, get
in
your
Sopranos.
fucking life together. Yeah.
It's insane. So I was like, Ray, put the fucking, and we're gonna get to it later, but I was like, Ray, put the LeBrons, put your money where your mouth is, put the LeBrons up, put the chain up, and as soon as I said
Why are you
that,
wearing LeBrons anyway?
That's-
Like, dude,
yeah,
go
you're
buy some
50.
dunks or something.
You're
Yeah,
50.
even if you're trying to be relevant, like, do something else.
yeah, I don't know, dude. LeBron's, I mean, they're one of the worst shoes ever made, and plus you're
That's what I'm
supporting
saying.
LeBron James,
Right, that's, like, fuck.
and he's a
dude.
Chinese plant. You know, I hate
Exactly.
LeBron James, bro.
He's another one. Yeah, I
can't
don't want
stand
to.
him.
I don't even want to talk about him.
I don't even want to talk about him. Is where we go. Yeah, so we'll get to the challenge later. We're gonna get to Sir Karl later. Al's gonna be with us here for the first half of the show, and then after the break is when we'll get into Karl, Melton. Like I said, Melton's
Company.
been. Well, shut the fuck up, Karl. Melton's been, like I said, running a lot of cover for Karl. Now, you know, they have an event coming up called Hackamania. And this is like this big meetup they're doing. It's like, I guess,
It's a fitting title.
it's a fitting title. It's not a bad title, but it's just, we have a lot of our guys going to Hackamania. It's in Las Vegas. I think tickets are $500. I don't know how much tickets are, to be honest with you.
500.
They're not cheap. I mean, you got to stay a weekend in Vegas, hotels, transportation, the flight, fucking food, and then the event, right? So you're probably going to be putting out some bread, plus gambling, right? Why
Facts.
you're not going to just not gamble in
So
Vegas?
who's gonna be there?
So it's going to be Melton, Karl.
They're all performing.
I think they're doing like a podcast. I'm pretty sure it's like a podcast sort of event, and then
Riveting. That's riveting, bro.
yeah, then everyone's supposed to like meet up and afterward. Like, I don't know, it's weird.
That
right?
is weird. Yeah, I'll pass on that.
It's like I could just watch your show from
My YouTube
yeah
at my
simple.
house. Exactly.
But no, people are going to this, and that's I think the biggest reason why, because Karl is on that event as of today. I think that's the biggest reason why Melton is running cover for Karl. And like I said too, it's just disingenuous when somebody like Karl, somebody like Patrick, when they go after everybody, and then turn the other cheek when it comes to somebody that they may be working with or they may like or whatever the case may be. We watched this with Karl. You weren't on the show at this point, but we watched this with Karl. When everyone was going after Steel Toe, Karl didn't touch Steel Toe at all, like because they were friends or Steel Toe did WATP at one point. And Karl had the opportunity to do a whole show, WATP style episode on Steel Toe, and he chose to send his C team after him, and he wasn't even on the show. And it's just very bizarre to watch. It's like your whole brand is talking shit, and when the cringiest fucking podcast appear on your screen, you look the other way. It's insane to me, dude. It's
Imagine
insane.
being friends with Aaron and April and Johnny Critchlers.
Critchlers, he says.
Crutches.
Well, speaking about the lovely Imholt couple, last week, dude, I think I was prepared to leave Steel Toe in the rearview mirror, right? I was prepared to send them off on their way, not really cover them at all unless it was worth covering. Well, this week,
It's always worth covering.
well, it's going to be now this week, but I think we're gonna look at Steel Toe in a different light, and I think I'm gonna try to challenge everyone to look at Steel Toe in this sort of light. You could still think they're cringe, you could still think they're hack, and that's all fine and good. But I don't think it's going to come from, because we've said everything that needs to be said about Steel Toe, right? We've been covering Steel Toe for over a year now.
Facts. Yeah, there's not much left to say.
There's not much left to say, but they were talking about me specifically, Win by Two, and the events that took place at the Dojo of Comedy. Now, this is like typical Aaron, where he's like a day late, dollar short, and it's like this, thing. The events that took place that day happened like a week and a half ago, and now you're just covering it yesterday or 2 days ago, whatever it was just recently. And like he thinks he has the pulse on what's going on. He's trying to give me advice on like how to approach things, and I'm just like, okay, dude, yeah, I'm gonna Listen to fucking Aaron M.
know
Who knows to win by 2 radio?
He's not a bad guy, and you just gotta give John DiCaprio a win by 2 a chance. And maybe if he didn't get kicked out of the dojo, he wouldn't have a fucking lawsuit. Maybe that first would like him. Yeah, like shut the fuck up.
That dude, spot Aaron impression, dude. Spot
Is that
Aaron impression.
something like what he said?
That's like word for word, in the
right?
transcript.
Exactly.
Yeah, 100%.
Now I didn't even hear it. I knew that.
But I mean, that's exactly how it went down. We're gonna get to that.
What a pro,
in a little bit.
broadcasting pro.
He's an icon, bro.
He's an icon.
We're gonna get to Steel Toe coming up here. Al's gonna cover that with me. We have Pat Dixon. We're gonna be watching. Now the last show on Sunday, I had brought up, and I'd like to coin this phrase. I think it best describes what we're watching
Copyright this shit.
when it comes to Earl. No offense, Earl. I know you're a part of the Two Nation, but you know, it is what it is, Earl. It is what it is. Nothing personal. All business here. So Earl. Tony Mazer, your best friend, Tony Mazer.
Hey guys,
And
Tony.
Pat Dixon.
Who?
The Trinity, the Holy Trinity, the Holy Trinity of Boars is what I think we're calling him, or
The
something
Father,
like
the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
that. Pat Dixon, he's like I tune in. Pat Dixon goes on every 11 o'clock, every day at 11 o'clock at night, right? His show. I mean, you might as well just get ready for bed. Turn on a Pat Dixon show, and he'll send you right over the fucking edge. With
Really, dude? I could use a new sleep.
I know, you're
medication,
sleep
dude.
deprived.
I'm sleep deprived.
Yeah.
Drinking too much coffee.
Yeah, so Pat Dixon is the show for
He'll
you.
put me down?
I'm
Think
going to
so?
prescribe the Pat Dixon 11 o'clock hour show to you,
Let's go.
and you'll thank me later.
Thank you.
You'll
Yeah.
thank me later.
Are we gonna watch it now or soon?
We're gonna come. That's
right,
gonna be
cool.
one of the first things we watch. So Pat Dixon, though, the reason why we're watching him is because time and time again, I've been keeping my eye on Pat from kind of afar. The first show back, Blade Surrection, go check it out. The 9-hour excursion that was Blade Surrection. We watched Pat kind of get weird with Kate Meany, and just kind of creepy. He was zooming in on this, poor Kate Meany, 24 years old, right? She's young, she's retarded for all intents and purposes. And he's there. There's Pat taking advantage, zooming in on the tits. It was very weird. We called
that's
it
weird
out.
as fuck.
Well, it gets even weirder because Pat Dixon can't keep his ex-wife, Chrissy Mayer, everyone knows Chrissy Gums, can't keep Chrissy out of his mouth, and he has to bring Chrissy up all the time. Now, mind you, Pat and Chrissy used to be married, but they haven't been married since like 2014.
Damn.
So it's like to keep bringing her up time and time again, to me,
That's a long time ago.
it's a bit strange. It's like you're still obsessed.
That's weird as fuck.
And that's kind of my whole thing with Pat. It's like, might be
sounds like he hasn't gotten laid since 2014.
it sounds like that could be the case.
Yeah, I mean, if you're in the Dabbleverse, like trying to scope out titties, like that's not the place, dude, you know? Like I
wait,
could see if
hold on.
like you're
Okay.
on Chatterbait, right? And it's like, all right, let's zoom in on these titties here, but it's like she's fucking in the Dabbleverse. I don't even know like how attractive she may or may not be, but it's not about that. It's fucking weird.
It's just creepy. Well, mind you, Pat's like 50 and she's 24.
That's weird as
Right.
fuck already.
So when Pat was 25, she was 6 months old. You know what I mean?
Jesus, he could be your grandpa.
Exactly.
Oof.
Exactly. So, but that sentence, dude, that got me. You're like, you're the Dabbleverse scoping out titties. I'm just like thinking, how insane actually is that?
That's crazy.
Right,
It's
right.
crazy. And I don't know what the pulse is like on the chatters that watch that, but it's like doesn't seem like molesters is the vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not
Right.
there for that. Like, look at her titties, dude. Yeah, the cleavage looks good today. Like
Right.
that's not what it's about, homie. Go on Chatterbait.
Right. Or take it to the personal DMs. Right.
Right, yeah,
Like,
slide in the DM. Something else. It's separate. I could see if like she was flaunting like look at my tits. Like, all right, now you're fair game, but
so in fairness, she was playing it up a little bit to Pat, but at the same time, she's 24 years old. She's like practically now. I know she's an adult, in the legal sense, right?
like,
but
dude, sign up for OnlyFans, bro.
right. Well, she doesn't have one, but you do something.
Not yet.
Not.
Not yet.
It's like, yeah, it was just bizarre. So we're gonna watch Pat. We're gonna watch all that Steel Toe, Pat, Earl Skakel. I'm very excited for today's show. Happy Saturday. The weekend is upon us. We're gonna be drinking on today's show. So if you are drinking, please drink responsibly. Don't drink and drive. All that good stuff. But if you really have to, if you're Tony Mazer and you just really have to get behind the wheel of a car when you're fucking, blackout drunk, that's fine. Just don't blame this podcast.
It's not fine. Just take an Uber.
Just take-
Fuck, dude. Tony's starting to influence you a little bit. I can hear it.
Yeah, just a little bit, dude. I'll be getting in the behind the wheel of my car right after
I'm
this.
just gonna, I'm gonna go drive tonight. I'm fucked up. So we've all been there on Thanksgiving. He was like so specific with it.
I can neither confirm nor deny whether or not I will be doing that. But so I want to start off with a song. This song I think is pretty inspiring. This song is by, well, I don't even know if he's an artist. I don't even know if the word artist would classify what this person is. Well, I guess he would be an artist because he's doing podcasts, and podcasting is a form of art. So this song was a freestyle on the spot. And the artist we're going to be watching is a guy by the name of Psycho Shaman. Comedy Shaman, Psycho Shaman, for people who may not know. So if people who don't know, I love this. I love this guy, Comedy Shaman. He's really going after Patrick Melton. He's really showing Melton, like, he's giving Melton a run for his money. He's doing all these old Melton watches, and I love it. I think it's one of the best shows probably in 2024.
I think it's funny, Melton, he, from what I remember, Melton was giving us verbal blowjobs not too long ago. And now he's just like...
He's super wishy-washy, man.
Right.
Like, and
how do you support someone like that?
That's my whole thing, right? It's like, and dude, just time and time again, I've come to watch these clips of Melton saying one thing and then acting like he didn't say that or acting like he didn't do that. Like, so it's just a lot of lying that goes on with Melton. And from what I hear, that's kind of been his MO forever.
Right, because he doesn't have an identity. So he just has to fucking flubber around to whatever's going to get him. He's a view whore, dude. Yeah, literally. Yeah, he's a view whore. That's okay, though, because, like, you could go back in our history and fucking, we don't switch sides.
Right up the middle.
We give credit where it's due, but we don't switch sides.
Well, see, that's important, right? Because it's like you can't just shit on everything.
And then take, like, I was just kidding. It's
right.
Cool. I love you.
Right.
Like, no, fuck you. Like,
yeah, so anyway, Comedy Shaman, Psycho Shaman, this song is a freestyle. I want to play it. Let's pour up a shot here. Let's drink. Let's get into the swing of things, and I'll check in with the chat right after this. So this is Psycho Shaman, and it's not like it's standalone clip. It's in an episode, Melton Watch 2.0 Next Generation, featuring Pot Awful. So let's check it out together, shall we? Let's go to the second camera. Let's bring up Comedy Shaman. Hopefully I have this queued up to the right spot here. And let Comedy Shaman... And look, I think if, Comedy Shaman, if podcasting doesn't work out, I really think you do have something there when it comes to rapping. So let's get it started. Comedy Shaman, take it the fuck away.
Tickets, but there are a limited number of tickets. We're not planning a big 500-seat venue. Yeah, I'm not holding them off to,
Listen to this. So...
Well, let's, I gotta find it. Fuck. It's not queued up.
Vegas tickets on sale. Everybody will come to.
I'm like searching through the timeline.
Literally
here.
the hacks. So, hack them. These guys.
There are.
Asking for more.
All right, here we go. Sorry about that.
Ain't cheap.
All right, here we go.
Oh, I just.
Here we go. Comedy Shaman.
History.
Do it. Here we go. I love this. This is great. Melton Watch, baby.
Yeah. Chilling on the beat with the shaman.
Yeah. Flex on him.
Ain't cheap like ramen. Yes, Melton is a bitch. Just a little bitch who can't shit.
Cheers.
Yeah, the port got him clogged up just a bit. And that's why his colon quit.
Oof.
Gotta drink a cup of coffee just to strain and squeeze. Cause his bowels don't work from all the pork he eats. He's a fat gross fuck who's stuck in the muck. Guess I got him in my sights. He's a sitting duck. Melton watches eat.
Bars, dude. Bars off the rip. Welcome into the show, ladies and gentlemen. We are effectively doing it. Comedy Shaman, take it the fuck away.
Asking for more. Turn the beat down. I guess I'm being a clown. Is that fucking better? Discover the weather is better on this side.
I think his
of the
ability to
fence,
improv
and
is
you better
fantastic.
Never tell on shit. I don't know what I'm saying, but let's get back into it. Milton Watch is easy, cause he's gross and greedy.
Woo!
He's gross and greedy, so fucking sleepy and greedy.
Damn.
Greedier than a whore asking for more. When you know the dumb bitch just needs to walk out the door.
This is great.
Greedier than a whore, asking for more. 17
All right,
years
I think that's where
of
we're going to put a pin in
experience.
it. Comedy Shaman, reach out. I'd like to produce your next EP. Please, that would be a great project I could work on by myself. That's Comedy Psycho Shaman and Melton Watch 2.0. Hell of a watch. Go check it out for sure. Let's catch up with some of the chatters here. How we doing in the chat? I think Girth Brooks came in before the show. Member for 9 months. Shout out to Girth Brooks. Holy shit.
Kudos to Win by 2 Radio.
That's 9 months. That was like early days of Steel Toe Watch. We were doing.
Yeah, that was like the first run through, the first rodeo, bro.
Girth Brooks says, great show. Blade ball washers. No one ever wait. Blade? Great show, Blade. Ball washers. No one. Everyone's a target. Yeah, man. Everyone. No one. I mean, look. If you do something cringe, if your podcast stinks, if you sound like you're talking through a mic that's not working or not plugged in, like we're gonna just make fun of it. I mean, it's not rocket science. I don't care if I was on MLC or if I was on Keanu. I'll shit on them. You know what I mean? And I hate that, and that's why I don't really like doing other shows, because I think people feel like an obligation because they go on these other shows. Now they can't shit on that person. And I think that's it's lame. You know what I mean? It's like your brand is shitting on everybody. So continue to shit on everyone.
You could give it, but you can't take it.
Something like that.
Fucking
Something like that.
bitch.
Thank you, Girth Brooks, for being a member for 9 months. Shane M for 5 coming in. Let's see. It says WATP has literally covered shows about fucking animals, but Steel Toe is the worst they've covered. And that's kind of my point I was making earlier. Was Carl will cover all of these he'll cover Patty C cups. And people are like, who the fuck is Patty C cups? Patty C cups is like you're right to ask that question, because no one really, he's a low level guy. I mean, I don't really know much. Never really watched any of his stuff. But like that's just my point. Like, he's covering people with 11 views, and then Steel Toe comes along, one of the cringiest shows to date in modern day podcasting history, and Carl just is like, nope, I can't, I won't. You know what I mean? It's a cuck fest, and I can't stand that. So you're absolutely right. Thank you for the 5, Shane M. We do appreciate that, man. Kif Dunnage coming in as well.
Coming in hot.
Oh, my chat is frozen. Give me 1 second. Where the fuck?
Yeah, my chat was frozen too for a minute.
Are we not on? Are we still on?
We're on.
All right. Yeah, I just don't have access to my drop down. All right, we're going to have to do something really fast. Sorry about this, guys. Are you sure we're still on?
I think so.
I think we are, right?
Now it's frozen on you.
Yeah, I'm on, no?
Yeah, you're on.
Yeah.
You got to close the chat and reopen it.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Give us a sec here, guys. Pop out chat. Get overlay. Copy. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Frozen on my end, says Cold C. You're on, says Jeff Closer. Where are they, says Steven S. No, everything looks good. We're good.
We're gooch.
Yeah, we're good.
The chat was frozen, though.
Okay. All right.
We're back now.
All right, so we'll go to what I say, Kif Dunnage coming in for a $1.99.
Man, money's just fake, man.
And he says, let's fucking go, Shaman. Yeah, go check out the Psycho Shaman doing all the great things. Mountain Watch.
Talking about 350.
J.E., member for 9 months. Wow, the same amount of time Girth Brooks has been a member. That's pretty fucking awesome. It says, Shaman brings that fire.
Who's the best 5 rappers alive? Dylon, 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 Dylon.
Hell yeah, dude. Thank you, Jay, for being a part of the Stub Toe program for 9 months.
Kudos to Win by 2 Radio.
Thank you, Aaron. We're going to have to do a members-only show at some point. It's just like, with everything going on, it's like I hate to paywall ourselves, but we have to give back to the people who support the show. In a way. All right, so let me just update my comment section here. Boom, that should be all good. Cool Beans. Boom, now you should be able to see Jay's Shaman brings that fire. Kif Dunnage. Boom. All right, we're good. All right, so let's get into some stuff, shall we? Should we dive into it, Al?
Let's fucking get into it.
All right. Thank you guys. We appreciate the support as always, helping keep the lights on around this place. All right. So I mentioned this to you. I had no intent of talking about this. I just thought this was funny. This is kind of Undabbleverse related. And I just thought it's hilarious given the fact that we're on the eve of the championship games going on tomorrow, the NFC Championship, AFC Championship. It's not a sports discussion, so everyone pump the fucking brakes. But it's this whole fucking Taylor Swift AI. Have you seen any of this, Al?
No.
So pretty much, we know how Taylor Swift has taken the NFL by storm.
Right.
This past year, dating.
And it's all fixed and
Travis
for her, yeah. To get views.
Dude, I heard like 2 weeks ago that Kansas City was going to the Super Bowl and winning the Super Bowl. So Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce could get married in Disney World.
You know how much new viewers it gets the NFL when Taylor Swift is on screen?
It's insane. Oh, no, I don't. Do you know?
Oh, I don't know the exact number, but it pumps the fuck out of the viewership. But it's going to bite them in the ass, dude, because one day Travis Kelce's going to have CT in the brain. He's going to snap the fuck out, and he's going to pile drive her on her fucking dome piece. And then all the Swifties are going to get the NFL canceled.
Right.
So that's what's going to happen.
Right.
So enjoy the fucking views now, Roger Goodell, because you're going to get butt fucked by the Swifties.
Roger Goodell, much like Patrick Melton and fucking view chasing.
Pile drive. Yeah, exactly.
Well, no, not pile drive, but view chasing.
Oh, view chase. Yeah, clout chasing.
Yeah.
Like the NFL needs to fucking chase views.
Right. It's insane.
Fuck out of here.
So, do you ever? And by the way, did you ever see Taylor or Travis Kelce's ex?
No,
His
the one
model?
he beat up though. Is that the one?
Well, I didn't know. Did he really beat her up?
There was allegations. That's why I can't believe that he's dating this Taylor Swift. I can't believe it.
All right, hold on. Let's see. Dude, his last girl, I mean, was I think she looks way better than Taylor Swift. I don't know about you, dude, but Taylor Swift is completely. She makes good music, but she's completely overrated as far as looks. She's just a basic white bitch. You know what I mean?
Facts. I can get behind that.
All right, so Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce, girlfriend, model, I think is what, I don't know her name. Kayla Nicole. So let's search Kayla Nicole here. Sorry, none of this planned, but I felt like this was insane because with AI, you know, we've talked about AI a lot here on this show. With AI now being quite frankly, in like everywhere, everything we do. And this whole phenomenon of, you know, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, it's pretty funny watching these images. We're going to get to the images in a second. But Travis's ex-girlfriend, I mean, she wasn't bad. I don't think. Here, we'll go to, I mean, she's definitely a lot darker, for sure. She was more on the charcoal side of the spectrum of the color wheel. But I think, I don't know. I just think she's more impressive here. You can't even see that, right? Here, check it out. We'll go to the main camera. So yeah, I mean, she's not horrible. I mean, I definitely like her attributes better than fucking T Swift.
Yeah, what's her name?
Kayla Nicole.
Kayla Nicole.
And I think there was even another model that he dated, or maybe this was her. I'm not sure, but I mean, she was fantastic. I mean, as you can see, I mean, she's, you know, she knows how to fucking. She's definitely got better attributes, is what I'm trying to get at, than T Swift.
I agree with that. I could get behind that.
So, all right, this Taylor Swift AI stuff has been pretty insane because it's all her getting railed out by the Kansas City Chiefs.
No.
I'm trying to open up the image here.
Is it Andy Reid?
I think there might have been some pictures of Andy Reid. A lot of pictures where, what the fuck is this website?
Jesus.
A lot of pictures with Oscar the Grouch railing her out.
What the fuck?
And like she's like all pissed off about it, but it's like, you know, I don't really necessarily feel bad for her. I'm curious to see what your take is on it because, like I said, I didn't even tell you about this.
She knows about it already?
She knows about it. She's trying to get these images. Look, I mean, look at these images, dude.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, Jesus Christ is right, dude. Look, there's fucking, who's this guy from?
Mr. Krabs.
Mr. Krabs railing out Taylor Swift.
Oh my God. You know they took that image from her music video,
now,
too.
we might get flagged for that, but I'm completely
sorry, it's worth it.
Ready, to pay the consequences there. Now, granted, none of these images are real, so we have to preface by saying that.
Well, maybe they are. It's a conspiracy.
Or maybe they are real. This
is all for entertainment
thing.
purposes.
So yeah, what do you think? I mean, this whole Taylor Swift, do you think she should try to get these fucking things taken down, or it's just whatever?
I think it comes with the territory when you enter a space that you really don't belong in. You know what I mean? You're going to get this. This is the retaliation she's going to get. You know what I mean? Like, people that are already fans of the NFL. I don't want to say they're not fans of Taylor Swift, but it's like, it's not that there's a time and place for everything. And this is the feedback she's getting. You know what I mean? Like, she's getting hammered.
This is the trolls.
The backlash she's receiving.
Backlash, but mainly it's trolls. These are just internet trolls. This is what the internet does. If you want to exist on the internet, expect to get trolled.
Exactly. It's life.
Happens.
Yeah.
Right.
And she's already a super public figure. Now you're entering a space that you're not. It's not even like your vibe, and it's clear that she's like it's all about money and viewership, and it's like people are starting to get pissed off, and then this is the backlash.
The backlash is AI porn
Just
being
her
made
getting
about you.
railed out, dude.
So,
yeah.
ladies, if you're thinking about dating an NFL superstar,
Just think about it twice.
Yeah, think about it twice, unless you want to end up like Taylor Swift. No, I just thought this was fascinating because everyone's like in a fucking stir about this, and I mean, it is kind of
She's getting a
intriguing.
bukkake between Andy Reid and fucking Mr. Krabs.
Yeah, it's insane. Yeah, so I don't want to spend too much time on this. I just thought it was funny because I just saw this over on Twitter. I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude, people are ruthless, but I think it's hilarious. Keep it going. We need more AI images about people like in this universe. Even of me, make a crazy image of me doing something insane. You know what I mean? Let your imagination run wild. I feel like there needs to be more. All right, so let's pivot here. We'll go back into, we'll kind of keep it... I don't know. I don't want to call it sex talk because it's not sex talk, but that's one thing that it pisses me off the most. Not pisses me off even. It's such a tacky thing to talk about sex on a podcast. You know what I mean? Or just act creepy, and that's why we're gonna get on Pat Dixon in right after this, just because of creepy behavior and just his choices that he chooses to make live in front of everybody. Stuttering John, we don't do much Stuttering John here. Now, Stuttering John will claim, and this is a short clip, mind you, but with the AC event coming up in 2 weeks, Stuttering John has his eyes set on one Kate Meany. Everyone, I mean, this you'll have to look into. It's a whole nother deep dive I'll have to send you shit on, but it's a lot to catch you up on now. But this Kate Meany chick is like, everyone is like just fixated on her. They're fascinated by her. They can't get enough of Kate Meany. Patrick Melton does weeks and weeks of episodes on her, and Stuttering John wants to bunk up with her in Atlantic City. Now, mind you, Stuttering John is 58. She's 24.
Jesus.
There comes a point in time where it's like, that's a little creepy. But so yeah, Stuttering John will claim that he doesn't want nothing to do with Kate Meany sexually, and this is Stuttering John fucking saying to Kate Meany that, if she hangs with their group, I'll get her a bedroom and she could sleep with me. This is courtesy of Misery Loves Clips. Let's just check it out. I thought this was pretty fascinating given that the AC whole excursion is coming up in about 2 weeks. So this is what we have to look forward to. Stuttering John and Kate Meany hooking up.
And by the way, so Kate Meany, just to give you up to date. So, I was very disappointed that she's back on Brennan. It's not because I really give a shit about Brennan. It's just that I just think she should get out of this. And, I'm not being a dick, Kate. I just think you should just get out of this.
So he's saying, just leave the Dabbleverse. You're better than that, right? But in the same breath, he's going to say,
come to my room.
Come to my room in AC for MLC Con or whatever.
So
because they're fucking assholes. Fatty Patty's a dickhead. I've been nothing but kind to you. And the offer still stands.
What a white knight.
Come to AC. Vince got me a suite. There's 2 bedrooms. You can just fucking stay in the other bedroom. Because and you can hang in my group. So no one will fuck with you. That's a guarantee.
And I think it's like...
And doesn't everybody fuck with Stuttering
John? Right, that's what I
John?
was just going to say. It's like, that's probably the worst group you would want to pick, know?
Yeah, and sure, Stuttering John, it starts off, there's a separate bed, and separate bedroom, and then you start getting some drinks, and then next thing you know...
The cocaine's flowing.
You're sitting next to each other. A little hand becomes a little hand on the knee, becomes a little kiss. Little kiss turns into a fucking blowjob at the Pike Inn.
And then now they're doing butt sex.
And you're pregnant.
Yeah, and then you're pregnant.
John.
Right.
Yeah, dude.
Pregnant through Stuttering John.
That's how it's a slippery slope these days. In AC, especially.
And see, dude, and that's what people maybe not, they don't realize is Atlantic City, and I've said this before, if you have never been on this side of the country, AC is not what it once was 25, 30 years ago. It's a shithole. It's an open air drug market. There's prostitution right outside the fucking, Hard Rock Casino. It's
Opiates.
Opiates. I mean, dude,
Dope sets, yeah.
Dope sets, everything, dude. It's like if you step like the wrong way, chances are you're going to step on a fentanyl needle. And that's like just the God's honest truth. So that's one thing we have to keep our eye on. And maybe we go to, I don't know if you have any plans 2 weeks from now in Atlantic City. What's your plans looking like for the Super Bowl?
Nothing. I'm just staying, having a Super Bowl party.
Oh, you say nothing and then say having a Super Bowl party.
Yeah, well, like a small gathering, yeah.
Well, I was going to say we should
You
crash.
want to go? Dude, yeah.
Crash
I'm
the
always
AC
down for
event.
some AC.
Yeah, because I'm not trying to
Going
go.
to get kicked out again?
Well, no, they're not doing any. Well, there is one event, but that's separate from the watch party on the Super Bowl. So there's an event, Chad Zumach, Gino Bisconti, and Keanu Thompson, Tony Mazer will be doing the night before the Super Bowl on Saturday.
Tony Mazer has 6 followers. How is he fucking performing in Atlantic City?
Dude, because he's Chad's best friend.
Oh, God.
He's Chad's best friend.
So it's a Joe Rogan effect, but just
Yes.
if you were just autistic.
On a lesser scale.
And nobody liked your shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool, dude. Cool.
Yeah, Tony Mazer is like what Brendan Schaub is to Joe Rogan, I guess.
Wow.
But that's Chad.
That's
also giving
polar
Chad
opposite sides, though.
But it's also giving Chad a lot of credit.
Credit, right,
You know,
exactly.
we're comparing Chad to Rogan.
Joe Rogan? Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, so Tony will be performing, doing I can't picture this guy doing comedy,
what?
dude.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I mean?
Hey, guys. I'm going to wear my Christmas hat. Like, what the fuck,
Right.
dude? It's fucking February, Tony. Wake the fuck up.
I can't stand Tony, dude. He's one of the biggest bores in this universe. So that's Stuttering John. Going to be trying to make his move on Kate Meany. A lot, like I said, dude, it's just creepy. A lot of these guys, all of them are at least plus 40, and they're all infatuated with Kate Meany, who, by the way, isn't even that good looking. Like, I'll say it. Like, sure, like, would you like to have some fun with Kate Meany?
You hold your fucking tongue, John. No, I'm just kidding. I've never seen her.
All right, here, I'll show you.
Whatever
right
the
now.
way everyone's reacting, it's like they're just trying to clap
No.
her cheeks. Yeah.
I mean, that's how it is.
Right,
And
that's-
it's insane. It's insane. It's like, leave the poor fucking... Now, granted, she brings this upon herself because she does go on MLC. She does go on Stuttering John. She goes on all these podcasts. So she does bring it upon herself. But at the same time, it's like, you guys have to have just better self-control. I don't know what else to tell you.
Well, I mean, who's her competition? You got April.
Well, but yeah, but she's not really like involved, April. Like she just does steel toe and then acts like she doesn't watch anything else. You know what I mean?
Right. But she's still in the Dabbleverse.
I guess you can, yeah, I guess you could say it, yeah.
Or part of
April, Keanu, Chrissy, Kate Meany. There's, who else am I missing? I feel like I'm missing somebody here.
Who's the actress lady?
Oh, Sue Costello.
She's not winning.
No, she ain't doing anything, bro.
It's that silver fox,
no
Sue.
no one looking Sue Costello's way.
Yeah, like
at
spanking
all.
their monkey. Maybe Earl Skakel.
Maybe Earl Skakel. Jesus, you hear that, Earl?
Or Softcast.
Are you spanking your monkey or Softcast?
You know Softcast is. He's MIA, dude.
Where is Softcast, by the way, Al?
He's dead or in jail.
He's dead or in jail.
He's certainly not podcasting, baby.
Jesus, dude.
You guys hurt my feelings.
It's bizarre, man. We're on. I guess we're on Softcast watch now.
Soft watch. Flaccid watch, dude.
Flaccid
That's
watch.
what I call it.
You hate that motherfucker.
I
Tony
do.
Mazer. Can I ask? Are those your two biggest hates?
I don't know. Tony Mazer just annoys the fuck out of me.
Right.
I don't know if I hate him. Softcast though, he's another one. Just sucks, dude. I don't know if I hate him. He just sucks. We'll leave it at that.
Some people could concur. Some people would.
I mean, who would you rather have on? Softcast or me?
I mean, that's a no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer,
It's a
right?
no-brainer,
Exactly.
right.
So what is
Softcast,
how's the
of
chat
course.
feel?
I'm just kidding. I'm
Fuck
just kidding.
you,
I'm
dude.
just kidding. I realized as soon as I said that, I was like, damn, I probably shouldn't have said that.
I shouldn't even have left it open like that. Because
Yeah.
now everyone's like, we want Softcast, dude.
No, no, trust me. Your spot is safe.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you're good.
No, I know. Soft all day, every day, Mr. Z.
Oh, someone said that?
Someone said that, yeah, but they're just being chotches.
Yeah.
Chat.
I like-
Chachi chat.
Like how you brought that word back.
See, yeah, dude, it's we're just working through it.
Speaking about working through it, I want to keep everyone updated on. Excuse me, 1 second. We covered on Sunday Joey C's sudden heart attack. Al, I don't think I've really brought you up to speed with Joey C. There's not really much. He's been on the show before. We were making fun of him because his living situation is catastrophic. Is really the best way to put it. His wife is, I don't know. You'd have to look her up yourself. But she's, for all intents and purposes, a crackhead.
No.
He had a child who died. He had a child who stabbed him and his family. And we made fun of him for all that. And he came on the show. We talked. I think we had a good conversation, a productive conversation at one point. And my biggest thing with Joey C was just to clean his fucking studio, make sure his wires were cleaned up. And it was pretty simple shit, right? Like, if you want to do this sort of thing, it's like, at least be presentable when you're stepping in front of everybody for, the internet and the world to see. Just at least have a decent looking stream.
Pretend to put it together.
Pretend, right, exactly. Just simple.
Act as if.
Any sort of effort would be good enough for me. He said he would do it, never did. This was like in November or October. Fast forward to Sunday, right when we get off the show, or no, right before the show, I covered on the show, Joey C's fucking heart attack. And people were wondering, is it a bit? Is it not a bit? Now, there's been some updates. So I only have one little phone recording update we're going to have from Joey C here. I'll play it here in just a second. But apparently it is all real. So, which I feel good because I gave him like a send-off, a proper send-off, and I didn't want the egg on my face. You know what I mean? Because it would have been pretty fucked up. You lie about having a heart attack and almost dying. That's insane. Now, the jury, I think, is still out. Like, he could have fooled a lot of people, but I think he's telling the truth. And I'd like to extend the offer to Joey C when he's feeling up to it to come on the show and speak his piece. I'd like to ask him some questions about this heart attack of his. But this was as of 18 hours ago, Joey C giving us a little update on his heart attack situation. Let's check it out.
Good evening, everyone. I want to first start off by thanking everyone that had genuine concerns about my health. I even want to thank the people that hated on it and who were very negative towards my wife. Yes, I am in the hospital.
Here, we'll do it this way. Just so you have a better idea of who is talking.
You hated on my heart attack.
Dude, but that's the thing. It's, he just cries like fucking.
Like, bro, go start a GoFundMe. Not a podcast. Come on.
Well, he did.
Oh, he did?
Well, I don't think with this, but he gets laughed at, bro. It's
Help pay Joey C's medical bills after his heart attack.
Hold on, I gotta find the fucking picture here. I'd like to put up a picture of Joey. See if I can do this. I try to Google Joey C. All right, so we'll pull up this picture here of Mr. Catalano. All right, here we go.
For various reasons, I was put in a medically induced coma. I'm very sluggish right now. There was many factors that why they did this, and I'm just grateful that I'm able to deliver this message. Today, around 11:45 a.m., the doctors and his team began to titrate me down to bring me out of my medically induced coma, and I first spoke around 2 p.m. I just thought it was necessary to tell you all I am up. I will be hopefully being released out of the hospital on Monday, where we will videotape me leaving the hospital. I just wanted to thank everybody again, tell everybody God bless you, and hope to see you all.
So my biggest thing is, if you just had a heart attack and you were just put in a medically induced coma, like, his biggest thought and priority right now at this point, from the sounds of this 1 minute recording, is we have to film it. I want to show everybody.
We're going to capitalize on this.
We're going to capitalize on it, right? And it's just weird that would be I if it were me, I would want to make sure, like, fuck all that noise. I don't even give a shit about podcasting if I just was in a coma. You know what I mean? Isn't that insane?
I got one mission: don't die.
Right.
Yeah, that's
right.
all you'd be worried about.
Right. Don't
Let me get this
die.
on YouTube real quick.
Well, it's like, he's trying to, I don't know what he's trying to do, whether it was real, whether it wasn't real. I'm leaning towards it was, but you never know, right? Because I said this on the last show. It's like a lot of what we watch here, dude, it's just it's full of bits and gags and
you
gotchas.
never know what's real.
So it's like
in
you know,
the dab.
right in the dab.
In
Wow,
the
look
dab.
at you, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Throwing around
Trust me,
nicknames
I'm
and shit.
in this shit now.
Oh, you're invested.
I'm invested, dude. Yeah, I am.
Well, welcome.
Ready for this. Thank you.
Welcome.
Only took 2 years, but I'm here.
So yeah, a little Joey C update. I don't know. I mean, look, Joey, like I said on the last show, I hope you're not pulling the wool over our eyes because we'll come for you and we won't stop. I'll make it my life's mission to make sure Joey C never podcast ever again. But if you are telling the truth, I would like to have you on the show so you could explain to us what was going on and so on and so forth. So that's Joey C. Is Earl still with us? Earl Skakel?
He just said yo, and that was it.
Did he ask where the pussy was?
I don't think so. I didn't see that.
That's Earl's biggest thing when he steps in live chats. He's like, yo, where the pussy? Where the pussy?
Oh, my God.
He like is another one of these guys. It's just weird, like just being open, like an open creep.
Just hang out with Vince McMahon.
I like Earl though. Look, Earl, this isn't this ain't again nothing personal. It's all business. But we're gonna get to Earl here. So Al, I introduced you to Earl last time you were on the show. What were some of your takeaways from the big Earl?
Earl, amazing singer, entertaining as hell, full of life and energy.
Right.
Great production.
Great production.
Dude.
Fantastic. Yeah.
And honestly, I learned a lot. I learned a lot about my on-air broadcasting personality from watching Earl Skankle. So thanks, Earl. I'm ripping your shit, homie.
I feel like a lot of people could learn a lot from Earl Skakel. But this was Earl on his show yesterday. Vince McMahon allegations. Thoughts in the Earlverse. Okay, so we get to it. I'm doing a little. I'm chatting with Earl. I'm in this chat room. Look, I don't like to pop up in many chat rooms. I don't have time to chat and sit there and. You know what I mean? I listen from a distance and I'm doing other shit. You know what I mean? So 9 times out of 10, when you see a Win by 2 radio in a chat room, it's not me. This was me, however. I had some downtime yesterday. I was getting the show together. I saw Earl was going live at 2. I'm like, this is great. He usually doesn't go live until like 12 o'clock at night. So I'll be able to catch some Earlverse. And we were chatting back and forth. And Earl's going to do a lot of what he did on the show prior when we first brought up Earl. And he's going to do some karaoke. Now, I have to disclose to everybody, if you're driving, you'd probably want to step out of the car, pull over, because I don't want people falling asleep due to the boredom here. But
he's still here. He said it's Skakel.
It's, what were you saying?
Skankle.
And he's saying it's Skakel?
It's Skakel.
I thought it was...
Skankle.
Huh.
Well, I mean, he brings up pussy so much, so
pushy.
You would think...
Pushy.
Pussy. Yeah, he brings up pussy so much, you would think.
Why does Earl bring up pussy? Can we ask? Why does Earl?
Yeah, Earl. We want. I don't want to speak for him. Why don't you tell us? Why are you always talking about pussy? Grab her by the pussy.
I mean, he's one step away from
trumping it.
You
know, he's voting for Trump.
No, I don't think he's a Trump guy. Well, no, I think he did. I'm pretty sure he did say. Earl, correct me if I'm wrong.
He said them.
Well, he said he did vote for Trump in the last election, but he's not a Trump sort of guy. So I don't know. But Earl, like, what is what is with all the puss talk, man, and chats? I'm dying to know. That was what got me on your tail to begin with. You know what I mean? It's like, it's alarming to just show up in a chat and ask where the puss is. You know,
maybe he's just a pussy magnet. Just can't help himself. I doubt it though.
I mean,
I couldn't even lay on the sarcasm there.
What are we talking about? Earl, look, again, nothing personal here. It's all business. We're just trying to get to, we're just trying to promote you, really, Earl. So look at it as a win.
Yeah, he's higher up on the list than Tony Mazer, so.
So I ranked the boars on the last show, the Holy Trinity of boars. And it went, Dixon was 3, Mazer was 2, Earl was number 1.
1?
So,
oh, shit.
But that's being the biggest boar.
Right, not the biggest piece of shit.
Or, yeah, right. Yeah. So, at least you could rest your hat on that, you're in first in that category.
Well,
I'd be excited.
At least he's got a new hat.
So, that's a thing, dude, right? So, remember, we were big on the visor, the Amazon package in the back.
Coach Skakel,
right? We were comparing him to Chip Kelly, and Lane Kiffin, I think, wore a fucking visor at one point. So, the last show since we did that show, no visor. The visor's gone.
like it.
I think he's burned. Right, me too.
We're making improvements.
And that's all we can ask for, right? Because, again, what kind of host would we be if we're like, yo, fuck you, this sucks, that sucks. And when they change it,
that sucks too.
That sucks too,
Yeah,
right?
no,
We would be disingenuous.
We give props where it's due.
Exactly. So, yeah, Earl, no visor. We'd like to see it. Again, remember that Amazon package you speculated could have been benzodiazepine Xanax bars?
right. Is it still there?
It's gone.
It's gone.
It's gone.
It's in his blood flow now.
Now it's he's just taking all the blood.
He's half-lifing. Look at that jawline.
He's half-lifing, he says. That's hilarious. All right, so this is Earl from, I think yesterday I said, right? Yeah. And we're in the chat, and we're egging him on, and we're just going to watch a little bit of Earl here. Again, Mr. Earl Skakel, part of the Two Nation Army.
He said, I'm sorry, I'm just horned up. I get it, dude. We know you're spanking the monkey under your fucking keyboard. We know.
It's like, I don't think you should admit that, though, in a chat room full of, when there's ladies around, right? Like, because it goes back to my point. You wouldn't say that in public, and YouTube is a public platform. Forum, you know what I mean? There's, it's just weird to it. I don't know. It just it brings up some questions I have for.
It's definitely sus.
It's
for
sus.
sure.
It's
yeah.
sus. I
like the honesty.
I do appreciate the honesty, but again, I don't like the answer.
He's saying it's a character. Now he's half step.
Now he's saying it's a character.
Yeah, he's going back.
So you're playing a character of being horny?
A horny guy.
A horny guy. Like, that's fucking weird, dude. No? Is that not weird? Or am I making something out of nothing here?
Well, Stephen M just said it's the benzodiazepine.
It's the benzodiazepine.
Which actually makes a lot of sense. Because you black out. You don't know what you're saying or doing. So
right.
It's a little fuel to get him just fucking loose on the pod.
Loose on the pod.
Got loose buttholes flying around. Fucking
Jesus.
Got the Jergens right next to me. You can't see it on screen, but we know it's going on.
It's right
dude.
to his direct right.
We're no dummies here.
I just find
got
that
Kate Meany's cleavage fucking
Cleveland
zoomed in cleavage zoomed in 40%, dude. I know what's fucking good in the dab.
The dab
verse, dude. We know.
Jesus Christ.
Got Citizen M fucking.
Is he in the chat?
He is, dude. He's super chatting fucking.
He's super chatting?
No, not us. He's super chatting Patrick Melton right now.
Oh, dude, 100%. He
100%.
loves Patrick Melton.
100%.
Where's Melton at on my board?
I'm a fucking dork nerd.
Citizen M looks at Patrick Melton as his
hero.
His hero. Yeah.
There goes my hero.
Patrick fucking Melton. All right, enough about Melton. We'll get to him later, Citizen M, so, stay put. This is Earl Skakel, though. He's playing a character, according to his chats in our chat room right now, playing a character of a horny guy, which is, crazy to even say. Let's watch Earl Skakel.
Earl Skakel.
I did win. Is this the real Win by 2 radio?
Yes, it was. Caught me. You caught me.
Oh my God.
You caught me.
Is there a fake Win by 2
If it is,
radio?
hello, welcome.
No, there is a fake Win by 2 radio.
No, bro.
There's multiple imposters.
We made it then.
I don't want to touch the mic, but I did. I didn't get it. I've had this mic. I just never had the proper.
So, like I was saying in the chat, the audio from the show we covered last week to now, tremendously better, right? Sounds more crystal clear.
He's taking strides, yeah.
Taking strides. That I can appreciate. Keep it going, Earl. Let's just drop the bit of I'm a horny guy, because that's a bit on the weird side. You don't want to end up like Vince McMahon. You know what I mean?
Oh, God.
Shit, no, one can only speculate.
I took a shit on her chest and had her suck my assistant off for an hour and a half. Dude, it's brutal.
I didn't even dive
That's
into
a real fucking court document. It's like 60 pages of just debauchery.
Jesus.
Yeah. And he's like, I strongly deny these allegations.
Of course.
But I'm going to step down as WWF chairman.
Well, that's the thing. You can never step down.
And then Slim Jim, their biggest fucking sponsor, just fucking paused all funding.
They lost the Slim Jim money.
I don't know if they're out yet, but they're like, we can't fucking
They might as well be.
donate anymore until this gets resolved, is what they said.
Well, yeah, they're not going to come
5
back.
mil, bro. Yeah, they just
Jesus.
paused that shit.
That's fucked.
Because of Vince's dirty doo-doo diarrhea.
See, Earl, you don't want to end up like Vince McMahon. It starts in YouTube chat rooms. I'm sure that's how Vince McMahon started. He was probably in a MySpace chat room one day, and then all of a sudden he's shitting on fucking hookers' heads. You don't want to end up there, Earl. We're just trying to look out. Earl.
It's actually, I don't even know what it's called, to be honest with you. A blue mic.
Okay, so I was asking him questions about his mic. He's going to show us here his microphone, which I
Now
thought
to
is
my right.
pretty cool.
Oh shit! Everyone, check out Win by 2 Radio.
That's us.
Oh, he plugged us. Let's go.
They do breakdowns.
Breakdown. We do some
fucking breakdowns, dude.
It's a musical reference. Breakdowns.
No one
heavy
fucking. They're
music.
like, what are these guys talking about?
It's like, shut the fuck up. We do breakdowns.
Melton NLO like level.
No, we're far superior
God.
than Melton.
Yeah,
We're more superior than Melton. So you're gonna have to change your stance on that. And quite frankly, you're gonna have to disavow Melton. Anyone who likes this show must disavow Melton at the door. And if you can't do that, then you can't like this show.
Now we like Earl. We ain't coming at him, dude. It's all in fun.
For now.
For now.
Unless
he fucking crosses the dabble. The dabble, dude. Yeah, dude. It makes me go all in.
Let's keep watching.
And yeah, hold on.
It's like someone should make a meme.
I don't want to press the mute button.
Someone should make the meme like when the benzos hit, right? And then just picture of Earl's face. But
Dude, let's get fucking what's his name? Bert Kreischer involved. He'll tell us all about it.
That's probably his plug.
I was arguing with people all day on TikTok yesterday. They were like, dude, if you believe everything a stand-up comedian says, you must be fucking retarded. And it's like, bro, he's openly advocating for Xanax. That's not cool.
On every show.
Yeah, and like I didn't know Bert was like, when does he ever do comedy? You know what I mean?
He takes his shirt off, and that's the extent
funny,
of
and that's
Bert's.
it. Yeah, exactly.
It's
bro.
the worst.
And drinks Kool-Aid, like
Yeah.
sweet, dude.
Yeah,
It's so fucking funny,
fuck
bro.
out of here, bro.
Yeah, and now he quit drinking. Like,
And now he's doing this whole health thing.
yeah.
It's-
Oh, you're real healthy, dude.
Yeah.
You know.
I can't stand
Just call
Bert,
a spade
dude.
a spade.
I
homie.
cannot stand Bert.
Me
dude.
neither.
I'd almost rather watch a 24/7 live stream of Tony Mazer doing nothing
Oh, God,
than
dude.
watch one more second of Bert Kreischer. It's that bad.
I don't
No, it's
know
that
about
bad.
that's torture.
No, it's that bad.
It's
I hate Bert, dude.
So I hate him too. And then he most people hate him, I think, but then he's got a few like, you know, random fans that are just like they're ride or die with him.
Of course. Yeah.
You know that movie he made was a fucking flop, right?
Yeah, flipping flop. Yeah. Well, all these comics that it's the delusion of grandeur. They go to it goes right to their fucking head. They think they have some sort of fucking notoriety and clout by being a stand-up comic. They try to make it in Hollywood, and nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah, no one cares.
Sebastian
You
Maniscalco
can't just
tried
make
it.
bad movies,
Right.
know?
Sebastian did it with Robert De Niro. Bert did it with himself and Mark Hamill. It's like, and both are big time actors. Robert De Niro, Mark Hamill, I mean, are huge, and they couldn't even take Sebastian. And Sebastian's huge too. Sebastian's way bigger than Bert,
Right.
and not even that could push
couldn't
Sebastian.
save it, exactly.
It was terrible. So it's like, just stick to what you're good at. You know what I mean?
Stay
Find
in
a
your
skill
lane.
and
You're
stay in
not
your
Adam
lane.
Sandler.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, it's only like yeah, you're absolutely right. Let's keep watching Earl. So I'm in the chat. I'm like, Earl, can what am I saying here? Could I? Oh yeah, sorry. I said, can I see your mic? So he's going to show us his mic again. Now, mind you, this is a bit we were doing when Earl had no idea. Now I'm asking him directly, can he show us his mic? So he's going to jump at my demands here, jump at my requests. So there's his mic, his Red Yeti. We've all seen it. It's nice. It's a beautiful mic. Good job, Earl.
Now the mic
Is that a
to my
dildo?
right is the Neumann T103 mic. That's what I use for my voiceover auditions. I'm not trying to impress you. I think the blue mic, was around $150.
No way.
Now my Shure mics that I use for my podcast when I have guests here, they were about, I think, 100. And the Neumann 103.
So, Earl, if you bought a Blue Yeti microphone for $150, you got ripped off. I mean, the going rate for a Blue Yeti is the highest I'm seeing here, and it's like a custom Yeti.
No. Fuck you, John. He's taken all his advice for his studio from Chad Zuma.
Wow,
dude.
Chad Keyboard Zuma, huh? Yeah,
That's
you
straight
got
where
no,
it
no, 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 you got me. You got me.
He
Chad
lifted it. He watched that segment, was like, you know what, dude? I think I'm gonna take a run to Staples.
right. Jesus.
Got
Yeah.
like $40 and we're going to Staples. I'm gonna buy a studio.
No, but I mean, well, look here. So if you look on the YouTube side of things, Al, on your phone, you'll see it's going to pop up here in a second. But the audience can now see it. I mean, a going rate for a Yeti is 189.
Yeah, but this is a special
130.
one, bro.
Oh, it's a skakel on the side.
Yeah, the dabble skate.
The dabble skate.
Yeah.
Well, no, Earl doesn't talk about anything Dabbleverse related. He tries to keep his nose clean.
Well, how'd he get in this shit?
Because I brought him in.
You brought him in,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
You fucking dirty demon, you.
No, but he goes on MLC. He talks to Chad.
Right, so you're in it by default.
Exactly.
You can't be a Zoomaker
Zoomakian.
Zoomakian. Yeah, and then fucking not be in the dab.
Right,
Like, it just is what it is.
Just you're in the dab, dog.
And I ain't talking about dabbing fucking pens, bro, or rigs. I'm talking about Dabbleverse.
Verse.
If I got to be clear. I know you guys take things kind of literally sometimes. Fuckers. Nah, I love you guys.
Jeez.
I love you guys.
Al loves you guys. You hear that?
I'm gonna go home and skankle it. And rewatch the whole podcast to this chat.
All right, let's get back with to Earl because I want to watch him karaoke here. I don't want to spend too much time on you, Earl. No offense.
I got a Guitar Center for about $1,200.
That's his other mic.
Beyond high end. Now, 1x2 Radio could probably explain the intricacies of the mics.
I mean,
and I'm sorry about the construction next door. Oh yeah, I mean, I guess I could do that. Hold on.
It's like we can't even hear it, but
it's not a great. Okay, we'll see if I
so
can.
Watch, he's going to show us. Look, he's showing us his apartment here. This is fantastic. So now we could review his apartment and his CD collections and his trophies. What do you think these trophies are, Al?
Looks like bowling to me.
Bowling. I could see Earl being. Yeah, it does look like bowling. Holy
right?
shit!
With the leg kicked out.
Earl, what are these trophies for, Earl? I need answers here. I do have to point something out. Your pictures are really crooked. So you're going to have to fix those. I think that's next on the list. Yeah, these pictures down here, very crooked. I mean, just get a leveler. You know what I mean? Level it out. Simple. Easy. I mean, look at this shit. This is giving me my OCD is fucking ticking off the charts right now watching this. But yeah,
MGD says that we're getting shown up by Brennan because of his audio setup and it sounds perfect.
By Brennan?
Yeah, with the Xbox headset. And she threw
Brennan.
She threw Skakel in too. She's like, you guys are all just getting shown up by Brennan because his audio is perfect with the Xbox headset.
Yeah, no, you're right. No. MGD's right. No, MGD's right. So, guys, I'm gonna just sell everything I have, and we're gonna downsize. Is that cool with you, Al? Can we downsize?
Dude, no, I don't want to do that.
We're gonna downsize.
I'm just gonna go into. We're gonna pull Tony Mazer. I'm gonna put a camera against my dresser.
There it is.
Put on a Santa hat. And fucking there we go.
That's not just the Tony Mazer look. That's
the whole dabble look.
The entire dabble. So maybe now I said this before, but maybe I am doing it all wrong. Maybe I do give too much of a fuck about the presentation of my product. I don't know. Call me crazy, I guess. But no, we're gonna downsize. I think that's a good idea. I'm gonna
fucking sell everything.
Just sell it all. Next show, we'll be in front of a bookcase. I'll buy an $85. Not even a Yeti. I'll just get it. I have an old Xbox headset. We'll use that. It'll be fun.
We should do it.
Yeah. No, it'll be fun. I'll prove a point. I don't know what that point would be. Like, I guess we're shittier than the rest, but we'll prove it, I guess.
Your podcast sucks, dude.
Yeah.
But cool setup, though.
All right, let's keep watching. I don't want to spend too much time on Earl. I just want to hear him fucking sing this rat song. This is amazing. He's going to do it again. Remember, we watched him karaoke, whatever it was, a couple shows now ago. He's going to karaoke again now, so I'm going to need you to put on your best Simon Cowell hat and fucking get ready to judge.
I'm not a harsh critic, so.
Some would disagree with that statement.
Yeah,
but
okay.
See, this is what I want my chat to be about. Everyone support 1x2 Radio.
Thank you. Yes, you should be doing that
support
already.
I would say
no. Don't support
shows I listen to
kidding.
the most are MLC.
Support Earl. We like Earl.
NLO and 1x2.
Team WBT.
Okay, but hold on. What's he say here?
Listen to the most are MLC.
MLC.
NLO and 1x2.
Okay, so Earl, we're going to need you to disavow Patrick C. Cups Melton.
I'm a fucking dork nerd.
You're going to have to disavow him if you listen to this program and if you plug us anymore.
And, I listen to Zumach.
That's okay, whatever.
We got some incoming chats. Made by Ross and Cuck.
All right, we got to find where he sings here.
Scat fed stuff. When I do voiceover audition. Whoa, sorry about that. Well, I win by 2. I'm I kind of am, but I don't know how any of it works. So to
we gotta find this.
Oh yeah, I mean, I would. I'd change it. Jason McMaster. And I said, "Can you The background of my kitchen is not probably the most alluring thing to you guys.
All right, here we go. He's about
Peter
to-
Chicken
here we
Man
go.
Britton. When is Vince's?
Here we go.
Well, you're young. I mean, win by 2. I'm just looking at you. I would guess you're in your late 20s, early 30s.
So he's sized me up. Pretty weird. Pretty weird. You've sized me up, Earl. I don't like that one bit. But he's going to do karaoke here. Let's check it out. Al's going to judge
But you probably heard the song Round and Round.
by Rat. You know the song?
I could sing a little bit for you. Round and round.
Oh.
Well, love will find a way, just give it time. Round and round. What goes around comes around. I'll tell you why I did it. Looking at you, looking at me, the way you move. You know it's easy to see the neon lights on you tonight.
Nice improv skill.
Wow.
Nice
I
improv.
got a way to prove it tonight, like Romeo to Juliet. You get the picture. Lay it down. You want me?
All right, so there it is. Al, initial thoughts, and then we're going to move on from Earl. So, but that's his follow-up karaoke from the first time we watched him. So, again, put your best judging cap forward, and let's hear Al's thoughts.
I'm actually impressed because
Okay.
usually, like, there's a difference between someone's speaking voice and their singing voice. Not in Earl Skakel's case, dude. He takes the exact tone from his speaking voice and applies it right into his singing. He's singing, and he's got great improvisational skills. Yeah, I'd like to hear him come by the Win by 2 studio, dude. Throw a little reverb on that shit and just fucking
Sauce it
go
up.
to town, dude. Maybe I'll throw some harmonies down for him,
So
dude.
I think something is upon us right now, and we're not even aware of it, but we have this psycho shaman who opened the show today, rapping, freestyling, who was on point. We
the
need
multi-talented streaming, rapping, freestyling MacGyver.
MacGyver, and that is Psycho Shaman and Earl, and then
Oh
you.
my god, let's start a fucking band.
Let's
dude.
start a fucking band.
Let's go, bro.
What would we even call that band?
Freddie Mercury and the Dab Dab.
Freddie Mercury and the Dab Dab. I don't
Dropping
know.
hot fire.
I don't know.
Early Skakes and the Dabverse.
I like that.
The dab will do.
Guys, submit your request on what our band name should be. I think this could be a great project in 2024. I don't know. Maybe I'm fucking all fucking pre-workout upped, or however you would say that. I'm on pre-workout. I don't know. Maybe it's a great idea. Maybe we'd fucking hit it big. Either which way, that is Earl Skakel. We're to be keeping our eyes and ears to Earl Skakel. Earl, don't do anything different. Just keep doing everything the way you've been doing it thus far. We love it. We think it's the best. Wear the pussy. I get it. You're horny. It's a great bit. Good joke. We love it all. Keep doing it. Taking the benzos and the Blue Yeti mics. It's fantastic. Earl Skakel, everyone. So that is our number one bore, right? That is obviously Skakel, Mazer. We're going to get to our third bore here. We're skipping Mazer today. Tony Mazer, quite frankly, just doesn't, he's not making the cut on today's show. I spent too much time on him on the last show. But we're going to get to Pat Dixon. This is just a little short one. Then we're going to get into Steel Toe Morning Show, that is. Pat Dixon, last night, like I said, does a show every night, 11 p.m. He sometimes brings in guests, and it's a 5-hour excursion about nothing. Essentially what he's done is he's taken the Brennan model, which is just super chat. I read super chats and I'll kind of riff off the super chats. I mean, that's, primarily his format, right, of his show. Now, sometimes he does other things different. He'll bring in guests to kind of riff off of, but that is pretty much the crux of Dixon's show. The super chats, reading the super chats, riffing for 10 minutes about a super chat, and then moving on to the next.
How original.
It's insane. These super chat shows, I mean, really are something else, to be quite honest with you, man. And that's, I hear Brennan all this past week, and this is something maybe we'll get into later, but Brennan makes the argument. He's like, oh, the clip shows stink, clip shows suck. And it's like, and and I do enjoy Brennan, I do, but it's like KB, bro. It's like clip shows are just what people do now. Like it's just and it's not even now. It's like Tosh.0 and shows in the early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s. Like people have always done clip show style shows. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I mean, maybe it's just you hate the people who are doing the clip shows because they're doing shows about you.
Because he can't do it.
Or it's because you can't do it. And it's like, I don't know what's worse. Is a clip show worse or is a super chat show
Super chat's the worst, bro.
Now, Brennan does have the ability to be funny, so I'll give him that. But it's like, and now even over the last week, Brennan's been doing clip shows. So it's like, what is your argument, Brennan? Like, I need to know this. You need to clarify that somehow. But anyway, Pat Dixon, he was on. I just want to show you this little example here of Dixon and him being obsessed still with one Chrissy Gums Mayer. Let's check it out. Pat Dixon and the one and only. I haven't seen this guy around. Everyone, Carlos Danger last night making an appearance on the Pat Dixon show. Welcome. Carlos might be watching our show right now. What's up, Carlos? All right, let's check it out. Pat Dixon, Carlos Danger.
Man, Dom DeLuise, $2. Pat, were you ever put off by Chrissy's gums? I was not. I never noticed her having this gum situation. I mean,
I feel like I have to show Al who Chrissy is, just so you have some context, because we all call her Gums, right? Chrissy Mayer Gums.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to show you why.
Why? She got gum disease?
She's got something, dude. I don't know if it's gum disease. Here we go. Oh, this is a great fucking picture right here. All right, check this out. I mean, that's actually a casual smile. It looked worse on my screen here. There's definitely got to be one of her gums just, like right here. I mean, she's just got big old buckaroos.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
She's got horse gums.
Horse gums. So
I wonder if that feels good getting a Wooly.
I would probably say no, but that's just me.
Well,
Pat Dixon would tell you otherwise.
While he's living in it's 12 years ago now.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, now, granted, a super chatter did ask about this question, but watch Pat pontificate over this Chrissy Mayer marriage that fell apart 12 years ago. It's like, why are you still so obsessed about this?
To be honest, it was never a concern. I never noticed that she had big gums. I might have noticed. I mean, I knew what her mouth looked like. I was looking at it, and it was the least important thing about her mouth. Was exactly how it. She had. I see that and I go, nice teeth. I was in love with her, though. You see, that's the difference. You guys are not in love with her. You have a more objective view. My view was definitely affected by my very strong feelings for her. I was crazy about that girl, man. I mean, I don't mind saying it. I mean,
I know you say it practically every show. We get it. She was your wife. We get it. But
like, dude, get over it.
Get over it.
The best thing you could do, honestly, if you just got over it, she'd probably fucking be more interested in you. But you're like a woman. You're sitting there bitching about it. Happened 10 years ago. Like, get the fuck over it. Well, I just remember the time I looked at her for the first time, and man, I was blown away by the spirit and the essence that fucking, like, dude, she's got horse gums. Move on. Fucking go.
Move on.
Come on, brother.
Dude. Jesus.
Making me sad, dude. I'm about to go write a fucking emo song. Get out of here,
about
dude.
Chrissy Gums.
Yeah. Like, dude, no. I'll call it Gums McGee.
Gums Magoo, dude. It's just bizarre though, because it's like, again, the marriage ended so long ago, and it's pretty obsessive behavior. It's like, this was just a simple question. Pat, were you ever put off by Chrissy's gums? Either yes
or no,
and move on. But I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's really you're that obsessed, or you just really are trying to just filibuster a segment here because you really don't have nothing else. Now, some people do like Pat Dixon. I don't necessarily like him or hate him. I just think he's a snooze fest.
Probably not
and a little obsessive
news or anything, but I was really, really smitten, affectionate towards her. I thought the world of her, and I was just like, I remember telling I guess it was my fucking therapist at the time,
Jesus.
That like, I never really I don't know what the first part of the sentence was and the first part of the sentiment, but I remember telling him, this girl has it all. I mean, I was as into her as I could be.
as he lights up his bogey.
She would
here.
probably have a hard time believing that. She and I were having two different experiences, you know.
All right, so he's going to get into like these experiences, but listen to this situation that I don't think Pat has ever gotten over to this day. There's an instance he's going to describe to us here about the time he bought Chrissy two orders of flowers in the same day, and she didn't acknowledge it. She wasn't really too thrilled over getting.
It's over.
Well, now it's over, but it's like
what was over then?
It was over then,
right?
But my point is, it's like he hasn't gotten over this 12 years later. I found this to be pretty fucking fascinating here.
Or whatever it was, but she was so liberal, institutional racism or whatever it was.
This is right,
but she was so liberal,
right,
that she was programmed to just basically hate.
And now Chrissy's like super fucking right wing, like miss free speech, Second Amendment, gun wielding. Say whatever you want type of gal, you know what I mean? But before, and it's weird, people, you can make the claim that she's just all she is doing is just grifting the right wing, you know what I mean?
So you're saying he turned her into a lesbian?
Not necessarily, but kind of. Close.
Gotcha.
All right, let's keep watching, Pat.
A lot of male relationships were not going to be easy for her from where she was standing. And she also had like a deep hole.
Jesus.
I'm not going to end the sentence there.
Look at Karla.
She had a deep hole where a lot of attention was supposed to be that she hadn't gotten. So she really did need a lot of attention. And, ultimately I wasn't enough to make her feel attended to enough. And sometimes women will just I think, and Carlos, I know you're still here, so I'm not, forgetting that you're here or anything, but
No. I'm not going to interrupt this.
I think that women
right,
a
so
lot less
this
bias you have.
Hold on,
Though you express it, or it doesn't matter. Sent her flowers.
All right, here we go.
I guess
Here's the
probably
story.
Valentine's.
Yeah.
That's when I first see her. I can send her flowers. It doesn't matter.
Right now.
We're the last.
Tough, dude.
I guess probably Valentine's Day.
Listen to this. This is
that we were together. I sent her flowers twice, 2 flower deliveries in one day. I sent her an expensive-ish tulip collection, and not just generic shit, but delivered in the morning and delivered in the afternoon, just to make.
So he remembers the finest minute details about this day and how she completely didn't even give a fuck about these flowers. Like he's still hung up about this 12 years later.
Jesus.
And that's, to me, it's obsessive like behavior.
Sure that she got the maximum value. Didn't mention it. She didn't mention it. It's like, okay.
Is that when you knew it was over?
No, it takes a lot more than that.
And I give props to Carlos Danger here for, really putting on his, professional hat and not passing the fuck out. I mean, mind you, this is like 12 o'clock at 12:30 at night, and Pat's cadence is very slow and like this, and Chrissy and tulips, and he gives Earl Skako a run for his money.
It gets lonelier at night.
I mean, it's hard, dude. I mean, I really don't know how people like I said, I mean, the only conclusion I've come to is at times he'll have 150 to 175 people in his chat. And I'm like, some of these people have to just be putting him on because there's nothing else on and then just falling asleep. So that's why I'm prescribing you the Pat Dixon plan.
Yeah, dude, I already feel the bags under my eyes. Just
right. I think it could work.
Let me pull down.
You're going to have to let us know how this works next show.
I will. I'll let you know.
All right.
I got my headphones ready. I'm saving this as a
I
favorite.
never know when it's over. That's my
You get obsessive though, but
you get
obsessive.
Right. You get
always feeding them, dude.
No, I don't think I'm obsessive at all.
No. It's like you're only talking about a story that happened fucking 14 years ago. It's a little obsessive.
I remember I bought her a double dose of flowers. It costed $46.89.
And she rejected them.
Yeah, dude, get over it, brother.
Fuck, man. I mean, there's how many fish in the sea?
I'm obsessive at all. I
think
think
two flower deliveries. You weren't married to her at the time, right?
Right.
Had you done something wrong?
No, but I really felt that I wanted to demonstrate a strong appreciation for her because like I said, I don't know that she felt it from me the way I wanted her to.
And you wondered why she divorced you. That's it. I can't really do much more of Pat Dix. I just want to highlight that. There's not really much else. Go watch it for yourself. Live Friday Night. Enjoy is the title of this episode. And none of these guys, they all do the same thing. It's not just Pat here. So, Pat, I'm not just ragging on you here, but, they never really put titles to their show. I mean, look, this is called the 11 o'clock show wins. I guess the show is called the 11 o'clock show, but that's pretty original, right? 11 o'clock show. I don't know. That's Pat Dixon. Go check him out for yourself if you're looking to pass out for the next fucking 8 hours. I want to move on to a little steel toe, and then I think we're going to go to break. Al's going to, I think, depart from the break. Then we're going to come back. We're going to do Carl, Melton, and we have Dr. Chow and Little Mir. They had Hellamar Carly, Big Gay Lion, on their podcast.
In a minute.
Yeah, so that's pretty interesting. Little Mir was being Little Mir, and he got completely fucking hammered and couldn't put a sentence together by the end of it. It was an amazing watch. We're going to break that all down after the break. Let's get into some of this steel toe stuff. Now, like I mentioned, man, I wanted to, after last show, like I said, I was really ready to leave steel toe. Kind of there to just exist. Again, we've said everything that needed to be said. I didn't feel like I could have said anything else that could have added to already the last year of shows that we've done about steel toe, right? I think we've proved a point, and I think his show, since all the coverage, not just us too, there's been other shows in the Steel Toe Boring Reddit that kind of changed his show forever. And I think, like I said, I came to the conclusion, we covered him on the Comeback Show. I covered him this past Sunday and maybe one other time since we've been back. Very short segments, right? And like I said, I was willing to leave him where he was just to exist in the ether. But he's brought us up, and I think for at least one more time, let's go over some steel toe stuff about Aaron talking about Win by 2. Now, the context is, remember the whole Dojo of Comedy incident, right? My neck, George Floyd. I was practically George Floyded almost by the Dojo staff that cold, dark, rainy day in Morris Plains, New Jersey. Aaron comments on it a week and a half later. So I want to hear his remarks. He's going to call me a bitch. He's going to posture. But then I show up in the chat and he sings a different tune when I'm chat to face with him. So let's watch. This is Steel Toe Morning Show from 125-24. What I'm going to do is here, I'm going to put this on the screen so everyone can see it. You're not going to be able to see it. I have to run and use the bed. I can't wait till a break. So just talk. I'm going to let the intro play. You just talk kind of over it, I guess.
You got it.
If you can, if you could.
He gonna piss his pants, y'all.
And then play victim when you get your ass kicked.
All right, hold on. Let's start that over. We'll start from the intro. Al, you can comment over it. All right, I'll be back in 2 seconds. Al will be with you here.
I got you, brother. Take your time. Make sure you wash your hands.
Good morning. Welcome to the Steel Toe Morning Show. I'm Aaron. That's April.
Good morning.
How are you today? I went full sweats. I went long sleeve shirt. I went gray sweatpants.
No one gives a fuck what you're wearing, Aaron. You look like a douche.
I like that shirt. It's one of my favorite.
Do I
shirts.
look good?
Yeah.
That's what I'm going for. I'm going for look good casual.
Yeah, you look great, dude.
I'm going for I can go right from the office straight back to bed. I'm not going back to bed.
I know where you're going.
You might as well go to bed. You're not funny.
Where am I going?
I've heard you're going to the gym.
I'm going to do a 2-a-day today.
I'm pretty proud of you.
And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why I'm doing a 2-a-day today. Because I have done fuck all this week.
I mean, you've gotten a couple workouts.
Yeah, he's overly concerned with his appearance,
exercise,
definitely.
If that's what you're implying.
Right.
I haven't been to the gym this week. Is that better?
That is fair.
I've broken a sweat or two.
I don't really understand how Discord
But I haven't been
works,
to the
dude.
gym.
I have it. I've accepted it.
I hear you.
Fair enough. There. I've clarified. And now we're good. Amanda Hugginkiss says somebody forgot to hit the big red power button. If you can't see me, then we have a problem.
Oh, no.
Michael B says, I have a Windows update. Why don't you try and update your core, Aaron? You are hideous. Why did Michael B get mean all of a sudden?
I think he's watching too much Hobo.
I think Michael B has been influenced by that dirty, rotten bastard Hobo chili recipe.
I think so, too.
And that's what's going on. I think Michael B's, you know how like you watch too much of one comedian and you're stand up and you start sounding like that comedian, or you start
April
just
looks
watching
amazing.
A show,
Come
you might
on,
start
dude.
talking like one of the characters. Michael B started seeing a lot of Hobo chili recipe.
All right, I'm back.
and
I'm
he
back,
started-
dude. That was the holy shit.
I just joined the Discord while you were gone.
Oh, you joined?
I did.
Oh shit.
I was saying I don't really get Discord. I don't understand how it
You
works.
should probably keep it that way.
Really?
Yeah. No, I don't know. Join at your own risk. That's all I'll say. Join at your own risk.
Yeah, I don't know if I trust these devils.
Trust them as far as you could throw them. All right,
Keep it that way. That's what everyone's saying.
keep it that way.
Yeah.
Definitely keep it that way. I don't know. We'll leave Al to that decision on his
Someone
own. That's funny.
experience it myself, right?
That's funny. Sorry about that, guys. I drank a full bottle of fucking pre-workout. Holy balls. All right, so we're back. Let's do the steel toe stuff.
Your colon's gonna fall out of your butthole, dude, by the end of the show.
Well, I don't know about all that, but I mean,
Better hope not.
possibly, I guess. That's always a possibility, right? It always could happen. All right, so let's go to steel toe. I want to take a shot, man. Holy fuck. I feel like I have a second win. This is amazing. All right, where are we at? 4:04. Let's go to some time stamps here that we have loaded up about good old-fashioned Aaron. By the way, guys, are you doing your part today about hitting the goal, the proverbial goal? Aaron M. Holt will ensure that you hit that goal.
So come on, guys.
Thank you.
This is where we get in the last hour. It gets a little desperate. Let's go on a roll.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so do your part today, guys. Just kidding, of course.
We're just a little desperate here. We gotta hit the goal, guys.
All right, so let's go to 127.30. All right, so this says we've made fun of Aaron's hair in the past, right? Of many of times. Check out this.
Like, bro, take one of those super chats to the fucking barber.
You know?
But I guess he can't go to the barber because he's got no beard and shit. You know?
Well, it's funny, dude. He made fun of my beard, and it's like,
bro, you can't even grow
a beard.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
I don't know, it's just funny to me. So yeah, check out his
Like,
hair.
no,
here.
I shave every day and I use Gillette number 34 with the orange cap.
It's like, but you
dude.
don't.
Yeah, you don't.
But you don't, because you're a low T sort of guy, a beta S biatch. No, I mean, I don't want to get that angry when it comes. I do feel bad. Like I pity Steel Toe these days. Like I do.
Look at how miserable April
I know.
is, dude. Look at that. Yeah, like fuck my life.
Like a little child when she's not getting her piece of candy.
Oh my God, she fucking hates Aaron.
I
I mean, I would too. I don't even know the guy. He makes me want to blow my brains out.
I feel bad for them though. I really do. Like, you know, because there was a point in time where, I mean, we were ripping them, right?
I know. We scorched. We went to scorched earth on that ass.
Yeah, you're right. We did. So I think I want to turn. I think this would be the new chapter of Steel Toe Watch, and it's not coming from a place of let's fucking go
Just
after him.
Rip him up.
Let's encourage Aaron. Let's make Aaron a better podcaster, because or just a better person, or a better husband, a better whatever, better friend, or whatever the case might
Let's
be.
lift him up.
Let's lift him up, right? I mean, Lord knows he needs it. Look at this. I mean, like you said, look at this fucking still shot I got
Look
here.
at this dynamic. If we were to do the line test, it would just be a miserable fail.
So, I mean, then you see his hair here. I mean, looking like a full-on fucking...
Just wear a hat, bud.
Daddy long legs looking spider. I mean, this is insane. This is really insane, Aaron. Like, wouldn't you just cut it off at this point? Like, what are you saving? You're already married. You know what I mean? Like, when I could see if you were single, if you're a single guy, keep the hair, right? You need the hair to go out and party and maybe meet somebody. You were married to April, who's not that bad, especially for you. I mean, she's like a 10.
Yeah, she's like a 10 out of 10 for him.
For him, right. But, so to keep your hair, it's just like, your glory days are behind you, bro. You're almost 40. You're married. You have kids. It's over. It's done. Pack your bags. Cut the hair. See, now I'm getting mean again. It's hard because they bring it out of me.
Right, they just bring it out.
But
yeah,
I got to
exactly.
remember.
They asked for that shit.
I have to be, conscientious of my...
I'm trying to turn the page.
Trying to turn the page. I'm trying to be a better Me. It even pains me to say that.
That pre-workout's doing wonders.
Let's watch. All right, I just wanted to show you this little still shot. I mean, I can't get over April here, though.
I know,
It's
look at her.
amazing.
Look at that. Bro. I'm saying, if you were already doing the line test, she would be straight up, like, fucking independent as fuck, wants nothing to do with it, and then he's leaning in the other way. That's crazy, bro.
So would my
Put this shit on Reddit, dog.
Dude, that's...
Oh my god, I can't believe that's like the highlight of the show right here.
When my name gets brought up, dude, she gets so mad.
Oh my god.
She gets so worked up, and she acts like she doesn't know me.
Yeah, okay.
Right, so
And did
it's-
she like message us and shit? Like,
Oh,
can you guys
yeah.
not talk about this anymore?
Yeah. I feel, how dare you? And
Right, yeah, all that shit.
I'm blocked.
Yeah, okay, you don't know who the fuck we are.
I'm blocked on Instagram, which I don't even use. I'm blocked on Twitter, and it's like, okay, whatever. All right, whatever. You want to play that card? That's fine. Just know the boogeyman is still coming for you. No, I'm just kidding. No, not the boogeyman. I don't even know. We're gonna need to find out a new fucking
Just call her Forehead. Forehead Fran.
Forehead McGee. Let's watch. Where are we going here? 128.45. Aaron says, filming comics is Bush League, and says I'm a bitch. I don't know. I don't like being called those
That
names,
sounds like
Aaron.
fighting words to
I don't
me.
like being called those names. Let's watch it, though. 128.45. I don't like being called a bitch, man. That's one thing you don't do. You can call me short. You can say my beard sucks. The minute you call me a bitch, we're going to have fucking problems.
Yeah, in prison, dude, that's a war.
Put him
Yeah,
up.
you're putting him up. Well, Aaron boxes, though, bro, so you better be
Oh, yeah,
careful.
right. No problems. No problems. All right, let's watch.
I mean, if it's a work, that's a really gay work, but
Yeah,
it
I don't
doesn't seem
think
like
so.
it is.
I don't think so.
It really doesn't seem like it's a work.
They're not going to clear out an entire New York comedy club.
I like the explanation that
So they're talking about the whole Mark Norman thing. We saw the Mark Norman thing this past week kind of take the internet by storm. Aaron's big take on it is, I don't think it's a work. Guess what, Aaron? You're wrong again. Tomatoes on your face. Where's the tomato at? You're wrong once more because the entire Mark Norman thing was, Al, a work.
Work in shambles. More like it.
So let's watch. He's going to bring me up in the same breath
Oh,
here.
God.
that it was just
Never
a crazy
stops.
fuck who said there's bombs in the building or something, and so they all had to leave.
Maybe.
That would be the easiest explanation.
Yeah, and they didn't want cameras out or anything. I'm assuming they didn't want their club to look bad.
You're not supposed to be filming at a comedy club
You're
to
not.
begin with. That's a Bush League fucking thing to do. I mean, going to especially a guy like Mark Norman.
Was Mark tweeting anything?
No, nothing. Again, nothing about.
Oh, look. Keanu says it just seems spooky. I don't know. Like, so they're not sending it to us just because of the swinger stuff, but that is funny.
Yes.
Right? It's they probably did see them like, holy shit, look at what happened here.
Yeah, somebody says that chick was too freaked for it to be a work. Yeah, that's true. She was not doing well.
That wasn't a work, guys.
Yeah, she was not doing well with that situation.
No. Don't listen to them. Obviously, it was a work. 100,000% was a work.
But too many people filming at a comedy club.
Here we
I'll
go.
tell you that much.
Here we go.
Yeah, you would think they wouldn't be allowed to have their phones out like that because you saw a lot of them.
Just kidding.
The Win by Two guy
There it is.
got in a lot of shit for that.
Yes.
Oh, God.
He went to one of Shuli's shows recently, like a week or two ago. Keanu had him on.
Right, Aaron. He's really a fantastic broadcaster. Breaking the news that happens 2 weeks.
Fucking 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, breaking 2 weeks, 2 week old news for you guys here.
Her show to talk about it, and he went in there and he.
Listen to this.
I don't like
Listen
it
to
when
this tape.
people go places to cause trouble and then act like they're not causing trouble. Like, be a shit stirrer if you're going to be a shit
It's like,
stirrer.
I don't care what you like or dislike. You know what I mean?
Own it, brother.
Right. That's what he's saying. That's his big thing.
I
It's
know.
Own what you did. It's like, I'm going to keep filming. I will always film. There's nothing you can do to stop me.
Yeah, like,
you know what I mean?
Like, who is he? Yeah, he's just delusional.
I don't know. Well, like this is just like what everyone else's take is, and like he asked, like his best friend is like Gino Bisconti. Gino's a comic, so to say it's okay to film comics, it would be Aaron taking my side, and that could never be right.
Yeah, well, then it would be like an ulterior universe.
Right. So that can never happen. But I'm sure. I mean, maybe he thinks it should happen.
It's plausible. in his
Comics should
brain.
be filmed. Again, I don't want to bring up this debate again because it's really tiresome. It really exhausts me, to be quite honest.
And
But
it's a different level. No one gives a fuck about these people.
that's what I'm saying.
That's why they have the issue with it.
And that's been the whole thing too. It's like if it was Shane Gillis, Dave Chappelle, Kevin Hart, I could understand.
Yeah, it's content for them.
Exactly. But what these guys were doing and
Secondhand embarrassment.
is
for
secondhand
them.
embarrassment. And that's what they're fucking trying to hide. And that's what we're there to expose.
Yep.
We're going to expose it.
Every time.
So get ready. We're filming. Win by Two films it all in 2024. And we encourage everyone in the audience. Obviously, this podcast takes no responsibility of the type of trouble you're going to get into, but we encourage everyone to film comics at will. Anyway, let's keep watching.
Or I don't mind that. If you're like, hey, man, I'm going to be combative and I'm going to be a dick and I'm going to be shitty. Okay, cool. We know where you're at. Like when Red Bar has his people go and film people's comedy sets.
They
Red
always
Bar
take it
doesn't
back
go,
to Red Bar.
Oh, I'm just being a good guy. I'm just keeping an eye out on things. He's like, no, we want to disrupt these people's shit. So
I mean, that's pretty much what I've said.
But Win by Two did
Listen
this
to this.
weird thing. John from
me.
Win by Two
Hello.
got thrown out.
Cheers.
Of Shuli and Bob Levy's comedy show that they had in New Jersey or Pennsylvania or wherever.
Why doesn't that surprise me?
Well, they threw him out because he was filming. And now he wants to sue, and he says they hurt his neck and everything else. And it seems a little worky. It seems a little played up because you want to get something out of it.
Sounds lawyery. Tell him your neck hurts.
Yeah.
Tell him you can't sleep at night.
But he also
Yeah, it's like that's what I was doing.
Oh my
but
God, April's so funny.
she's the best.
Of
isn't she?
course it sounds lawyery because it's a fucking lawsuit, bitch. My goodness.
Look at her.
Dude. They're definitely from fucking
Minnesota.
Milwaukee. Or
Milwaukee,
wherever. Or
says.
Minnesota. Yeah, whatever.
We've been covering Steel Toe for a year, and now thinks he's in
whatever,
Milwaukee.
Dude, we're going to Stoney's tonight.
We're
dude.
going to Stoney's.
Somebody pour me a double margarita because we're going to Stoney's, brother.
Jesus, I don't think I could ever
Get
step
kicked
foot in
out of there, too.
I'll
Or
film.
fucking smash a window on my way out, dude.
Let's keep watching.
Was trying to do the thing where he's like, what? I was just filming the show. You don't film stand-up comedy sets. You're an asshole.
No,
if
and
you
that's not what I was doing at all. So again, Aaron's spreading misinformation. What I was doing is practically saying when I went on MLC and Keanu, the biggest takeaway I was trying to let everyone know is no matter what the situation is, unless your life is being threatened, you don't resort to violence. I don't care, the fucking cardinal rule or it's a no to film comics, right? You just don't to resort to violence. That was my whole thing, right? It's nothing more, nothing less, and it's certainly not what he's trying to make it.
do that. Yes, we understand legally you're allowed to. You have a First Amendment right to film a comedy set. But if the comedian doesn't like it, if it hair lips the comic and the club's bothered by it and they want to throw your ass out, then they're going to make an example out of you.
Listen to this.
I don't think they would have taken John and picked him up and thrown him out if he would have sat there nicely, having a cocktail, watching a comedy show.
That's practically what I was doing. I mean, I wasn't filming when they threw me out. So, I mean, I had just ordered a drink and we all know the story. Go back and watch. But, I mean, Aaron has to give you this 2-week-old take and then completely miss on every single point. Again, Aaron, look, and this is why I'm trying to turn the page and I'm trying to come at the Steel Toe conglomerate. Not from a place of hate. I'm trying to come from a place of, you need to choose your words more carefully. And I think I'm the perfect guy to help you. I want to raise the Steel Toe up and make sure the Steel Toe show is the best show ever. And then you could thank Win by 2 later, and then I'll film you at a comedy set, right?
Let's go.
So
dude.
I think
Sounds
that's
like a plan.
I think that's the plan. That's the plan.
You were filming, you were being a cunt, and they threw you out for it.
I don't think I would ever sit and film somebody's set like that.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I only film sets of the comics I've worked with, and they ask me to.
When they ask you to,
Yes,
exactly.
that is it.
So the comics that
What a role model.
Well, no, so you got to think the comics that she was asked to film is like Johnny Crutches, Corey Adams. Again, like not even comics, right?
That makes me laugh, dude.
It's like, what are we talking about here?
Crab Slap Hammer says maybe Mark Normand was bombing and they confused it for an
All right, so
attack.
I think that's where that kind of ends. There's like 3 other clips here, and then we have Gino and Aaron on Rumble Friday. We're gonna get to here in a sec. 20110. A chatter agrees with me. Aaron changes his argument. Let's listen to this. 20110. Let's check it out. 20117. Here, we'll go back 10 seconds. Here we go. Oh, so look, Aaron's got this new pose that he's doing too. I forgot about this because I like this completely slipped my mind. But Aaron did this thing on this entire 4.5 hour show from I think Thursday it was, or either Wednesday or Thursday. But if you check out the big board here, Al, he's doing this like defensive position where he's putting his knee up on the chair. It strikes me as weird because he's never done this before. So why start it now? Like what are you protecting? You know what I mean? It's just something that I want to keep my eye on moving forward. Like, why are you putting your knee up on the chair? You know, I don't know. It just seems a little odd to start doing it now if you haven't done it in 2 years.
Yeah, it's
3
weird.
years.
It is strange. Good eye.
Good eye, he says.
Maybe he's trying to go for a hot yoga look.
Joke.
Well, I don't know, but maybe like I think it's more on like a
Was April taking her wig off?
Maybe. I don't know. I think it's more on like a subliminal side of things. You know how April or Aaron crosses their arms in a way in an attempt to, I guess, protect their. Like I don't know. It's just a weird posturing movement that he's doing here. I don't know. Maybe I'm looking way too much into it.
No, they're saying in the chat that he's showing off his outfit.
Or he's showing off his outfit. He's showing off his calves. I mean, we see he doesn't shit. Like, I don't know why, but like he's never done this before. So why do it now? That's my biggest
Probably
thing.
got some new pants.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just fucking pre-workout upped, I guess. Let's keep watching.
You ain't getting my money going back to the win by 2 thing. He goes, LOL, you can't go assaulting people for recording.
Right.
I don't think people should assault people for recording. What I'm saying is if you put yourself in a position where you're going to announce that you're going to film comedy sets and you're going to brag about that publicly and then you get the shit kicked out of you, I don't think it's right for people to kick the shit out of you. But I also don't feel sorry for someone who cocks off about something that you know you're not supposed to do and then somebody bows up to you and go and you know kind of alphas you over it and then you look like a bitch. I don't think that's something. I think one thing that's wrong with society now is that people are bitches and they get credit for it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So now
Like
he's lumped me in with society, and I'm the problem with society today.
Well, I mean, what he just
Jesus.
said doesn't even make sense. You know what I mean?
Do tell.
No, just like, well, you don't announce to the world that you're gonna go film comedy sets. Now, I don't necessarily think that you should get the shit kicked out of you, but you deserve to get the shit kicked out of you.
Right.
Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Right. You can't have it both ways.
Yeah, like, what do you say? What is your point? What are you trying to say?
I don't even think he knows.
He doesn't know because he's just fucking. He's fluent in Japanese, brother. And that's Aaron Eamholters for you, brother. He's fluent in Yappa fucking knees, dog.
That's his first language by choice.
All they say, I just want to cover Win by 2 and John from Win by 2 and Win by 2. And it's like, dude, shut your fuck. I'm gonna come over there and give you a stone cold stunner. If you don't shut your fucking mouth.
The question becomes, why now?
Right? What happened? Well, I think it's because they're flailing, bro. They're starting to lose views. They know we'll drum them up.
Yeah.
And really make them look, well, not look good, but it's hot iron skillet and the dab, you know?
And the dab.
So it makes him relevant again. It's almost like Beetlejuice. When you say his name 3 times, he fucking comes back to life.
Right.
You know,
but if you don't say it, then
he's just rogue as fuck.
He's rogue.
Dying.
Which is much like their program. Now, isn't it funny how...
It's a time to donate, guys!
Where's it at?
So come on, guys. This is where we get in the last hour. It gets a little desperate. Let's go on a roll.
I'm cringing. The back of my hair on my neck is standing up.
You bring up a good point, though, because you remember a long time ago, a year ago now at this point, when we covered them and they found out about our coverage, how minuscule they made it to be, right? Oh, they're just a small show. Why would we even pay attention to them? But now it's like, now they're full on covering us, and not just for like a little bit. It's like 2 shows worth of material. So it really goes to show you how far down Steel Toe, how far they've fallen, you know? And so that's what kind of bothers me, right? It's like, you know, I don't want to see Steel Toe fall. I never wanted to see Steel Toe off the air. I want them to broadcast forever so we can make fun of them forever or raise them up out of the fucking ashes and the flames. Raise them up out of the flames, not the ashes, right? So yeah, it is funny how this is all playing out. Now let's keep watching.
sorry for someone because they acted like a bitch and got their comeuppance. Even though the comeuppance may have been too far, it's still a check. A check is good. If you're being a cunt, do you deserve to be punched in the face? No. Do I think it's a valuable lesson that somebody did punch you in the face for being a cunt? Yes. That is.
And I don't even entirely disagree with that sentiment either. Like, if you're doing something that is warranted of getting punched in the face, then by all means. I don't think that. I think we've gotten away from that as time goes on. You know what I mean? Where people aren't. There's no repercussions for their actions. You know what I mean? So he does have a point there, but again, it's like, you know, you have to think about what I did in the context. You act like I was going to film fucking Louis C.K. at his, comedy special taping, and now I'm putting it out online for monetary gain. It's like, it's Anthony Zenhauser and Mike Morse in front of an audience of 20. So what the fuck are we talking about here? Let's go to the next clip. There's like 2 more from here, and then we have some other clips from Rumble Friday. I think Al's going to get out of here. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back with Carl, Melton, Little Mir, Dr. Chow, and the rest of the show. 35500. Aaron's cope on the Dabbleverse. No, I kind of want to leave that. It doesn't really matter. 40735. Okay, April finally has a good take. And this is where I popped in the chat. So I wasn't watching up until this point. I went back and watched this episode and saw all this. This is kind of the point I jumped in the chat on, 40735, and I let her know. I was like, hey, Ape, that's a great take. That's the first good take I've ever heard from April. So 407, what did I say? 40735 here. Let's check it out.
Did a tweet about his dad having cancer, and then Carl had to do an emergency.
So they do this thing where they're like so anti the dab, right? They hate anything Dabbleverse. We're not in the Dabbleverse. We're above the Dabbleverse.
Okay, sure.
But then here they are covering Kevin Brennan and what the latest Kevin Brennan or Win by Two or Chad Zumach did.
The Dabbleverse.
You are the embodiment of
Dabbleverse.
The Dabbleverse.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, it's even gay to say, but like the more you fight it, the more you're like in it. You know? Does that make sense?
Absolutely. And the only people that watch them are Dabbleverse motherfuckers anyway, so you might as well own it.
More than the only people who kind of make this show prominent is the people in this universe.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean?
Yeah, who's like, I'm going to turn on in the morning time, Steel Toe morning show.
No, there are some motherfuckers like that from Minnesota.
God.
No, there is 100%.
I'll never move
That's
there.
not their entire audience, for sure.
For sure.
But all right, so here they are covering Brennan here, claiming that they're anti-dabble. And then April's going to pipe up with this take, and I thought this was a fantastic job by April here. Let's check it out.
So guaranteed Chili was like, Carl, you know what they do? You do emergency show, and everyone will send
Okay,
you
stop
super
this clip.
Kevin, okay, maybe you and I are going to say the same thing.
It is so incredibly faggy that all of these fucking shows sit and say, oh my God, emergency stream, something happened. All of you do emergency streams over bullshit. Like, I couldn't care less. It's not important stuff.
Right.
And what I was thinking
somebody yelled at another guy, let's do an emergency stream.
She's so dumb, she doesn't realize she's shitting on their friends, Carl specifically, and Shuli, who do the emergency shows, which she is right. It's completely, like, you'll never see me and you be like, emergency stream.
No,
Aaron said this about us, emergency. It's like, come on, there's no emergency. It's just, it's cringe, it's hack, it's gay, it's lame, right? So April brings up a good point, but she thinks, I don't know what she thinks really, but she's actually talking about the people he's trying to defend. Aaron, that is.
Right, she's just over it, bro. She's had enough.
Yeah, she's had enough. So this is where I pipe in the chat and I go, nice take, Ape. Right around, I think it's right around here. Let's just keep it playing for a little bit.
Spend all day thinking about what the other one is thinking, and you're missing out on everything going.
We're going to fast forward just a tad because it's right after they've done this clip.
World.
He sees my chat.
Okay.
Why?
Brennan yelling. Steel Toe yelling.
And Marguerite. You could probably use a little siesta.
93%, huh?
Let's go right here.
Asked him if he'd taken a nap today.
All I'm picturing is this old man sitting on a futon somewhere angrily jerking off to no avail, like constantly. That's all I see is like a bunch of angry, foaming at the mouth men stroking their subpar dicks and nothing happens. And you're all so angry and off-putting. I don't know how there's a market for that. I don't know.
I think angry people.
I just must not be an angry person because I can't see the appeal.
Kevin would say he's not an angry person and then go, "You fucking disgusting hack piece of shit."
So Aaron's
Dude,
gone,
they're starting to lose it.
Aaron's gone full Kevin Brennan here. Wait, where's it at?
You fucking hack.
Gone full KB. I mean, just looking like a complete mess. Aaron, I mean, this is not a good look, Aaron. It's either you're covering the Dabbleverse or you're not covering the Dabbleverse. You can't have it both ways because you just look retarded when you know, I'm anti-Dabbleverse, but here I am doing Kevin Brennan impressions. You look pretty lame here. Let's keep watching because they're going to bring me up in about, it should be coming up right about here.
Mr. Q says, sounds kind of like Johnny on helium and pissed. Win by 2 Radio says, wow, finally a take I can get behind.
Yep.
Ape. Well done. I don't know what take that was.
I don't know who you are.
Wow.
I don't.
Dude.
So watch how worked up she gets.
Oh my gosh, bro.
I mean, she was fuming that I was in this chat because she knows who I am and she doesn't want to deal with it. That's why she's saying the things she's saying right here.
Get behind Ape. Well done. I don't know what take that was.
I don't know who you are.
I don't.
Dude. Like, I don't know who you are.
John also says you have to admit Carl's wife is a weird.
So he's on a it's amazing
First
to me.
name basis,
He's on a
yeah.
first name basis. She has no clue, right?
looking creature. I don't. I think she looks fine.
I would love everybody in this chat right now to put their profile pictures up like they're real ones. Like,
Now watch, Aaron's gonna come to the defense of me. Check this out.
see a picture of your fucking license.
Now,
on there.
John's
Let's
face
see
is
your
out
face.
there. John's face from Win
I
by
don't
2
know
is-
what he looks like. If you would have just called him John, I have no idea who that is. I would have assumed you're talking about Stuttering John.
Wow. See, and then people always want to be like, "Oh, dude, changing your name to Blade is so hack." But now you see why I do it, because there's so many Johns and they're so cringe. John Domingo, Stuttering John, John Funanigan. That's another podcaster in this verse. So the name change was necessary. But Aaron's going to come to my defense, which I thought this was insane because I'm here like in the chat, like, all right, talk your shit now. And we heard his tune. He was calling me a bitch earlier, right? Watch how quickly he changes his tune.
Half stepping again.
I don't know.
Half-stepping
And that's not
motherfucker.
even an insult to the guy. I just don't know who he is.
Playing a Kevin Brennan clip and making fun of it makes me happy. April has just turned into a rage
Oh, she gets
monster.
worked up here.
She doesn't know
Wow.
anybody. She don't want to fucking know anybody.
It's not even that.
See, look,
like
you
I said,
you hurt
it's
John's
not an
feelings.
insult, dude. I guess your name's John. I
Yeah,
don't
that's my name.
know who you are, though, and that's fine. You shouldn't know who I am.
He knows who you are.
Yeah, but right. It's like you do a show every morning, 9 days a week. We watch your show. We've made fun of your show for the better part of a year. So this weird fucking thing you're doing here, this song and dance, isn't going to work on me, April.
He's a fan.
Do I even ask
No,
why
no.
he knows? Like how well does this person know me?
I know
Does
it
he
all,
know
April.
me?
I know everything. You don't want to even go there. Trust me. I know your deepest, darkest secrets that you're hiding from the world. So be cautious. Choose your these next words carefully.
This is so much fun to me.
I'm
You're
just
coming
not
out of
in
your
these
shell.
circles. You have to understand. I sit in the tree all day sometimes. Like,
Wow.
this isn't for me.
She's part baboon.
I do my show and then I go sit in a tree.
And there's some validity to that, right? I mean, yeah, she's saying she's making a joke. She sits in a tree, but it's like, we know she power washes the house. She cuts the grass. She does all the chores around the house, paints, fucking, power. I said power washing already, but I mean, she does it all. So yeah, I mean, yeah, maybe you're not sitting in a tree, but you are outside doing physical work while Aaron sits inside. Coming up with his next topics for the day here. But I mean, this whole thing, how you don't know me, again, it's whatever. It doesn't bother me. I don't really
know it's bullshit.
But it's bullshit. So it's like, it's just strange to watch grown adults play this card, right? It's very weird.
It's
Very
easier for her to compartmentalize it.
I mean, I guess. I mean, that's her way of coping with
it.
The
Yeah,
whole
exactly.
situation, right? Yeah.
It's easier for
like a monkey.
than to acknowledge.
Win by 2 Radio says, I'm not mad, Ape, just disappointed.
Watch
That
this.
you don't know
She
who
gets
he
mad.
is.
But why does he know who I am?
I
You
didn't
know what I mean?
And did I?
Such a
Did you say I shit
wild
on John
question.
earlier? I don't think I.
It's like, how does he know who I am? I just do a show 9 days a week on YouTube for the world to see and the internet, but how does he know me? It's like,
They constantly talk about it.
hello? Are we living on the same plane of existence? That's a crazy take.
She's
It's
just fucking got a stick up her ass today, dude.
She's
I don't
got
know
something.
What's wrong with her?
Something, dude.
Shit on him. I
Stop
gave him
it.
advice.
I don't know.
I think I gave John advice earlier,
don't
which was
know.
It's like I,
if
you
you're
know,
gonna
I
don't fucking
what?
know you, John.
You hear? She's like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't fucking know you, brother.
I don't know. And it's like Aaron's like trying to give me advice, and you know,
It's like, well, I didn't call him a bitch. I'm not sure
Right,
I
right,
really
right.
fucking went off on him.
right?
Like,
I was
dude,
just trying to give him advice.
what is this?
It's like we just watched a clip of you calling me a bitch.
Right.
So which one is it? Am I a bitch, or are you giving me advice? Or are you giving me advice that I am a bitch?
Yeah, what are you
I mean, what are
trying
you trying to say?
Yeah,
You know?
what's your point here, Aaron? There
I don't think
is
I
none.
shit on him.
Wait,
I
Stop
gave him
it. I
advice.
don't know.
I think I gave John advice earlier, which was if you're gonna brag to people,
She looks like she's ready to cry.
that, and I'm glad John. You know what? John should call in.
Okay, so
Why is this so close now that you're like touching me?
I don't know.
you on?
So you have to understand, and I might call in on Monday, but so this was like the last 10 minutes of the show, and I don't just drop what I'm doing and be like, oh, Steel Toe wants me to call in? Where's my phone? Where's my phone? You know what I mean? It's like, I'll come on my terms, or you come on my show.
Exactly, and hash this fucking out.
And we'll hash
I
it out.
never thought in a million years that April would be the one that we fucking butt heads with. You know what I mean? I always thought it would be Aaron.
That's what I'm saying. I want to, like, April will come
She
around.
was always just like a secondary.
She caught the shrapnel of everything going on.
right, and now she's like throwing digs, bro.
She's throwing digs, and she's like acting very strange.
I can't believe it.
I don't like this, April. I don't like it one bit. So that's Aaron and Ape from Thursday. We have a clip from Rumble Friday. It's one clip, and then I think we're going to cut the break here. Al, how are we doing on time? Are we good? Or
Yeah, it's like a little after 7.
you
Do
wanna
one
cut-
more clip
do you want to cut the break now?
if you don't. Yeah, if you don't mind.
All right, we'll cut the break now then. That's fine. I'll come back. I'll do the last Steel Toe. We'll do the Carl Melton, Little Mir, Dr. Chow, and then, that'll be the show for today. So, Al, thank you one more time coming on to the
this
show.
was fantastic.
Here, let's cut to you.
Fan-fucking-tastic. Thank you, guys. The chat, you guys were pumping today.
My chat's not even working right now. I gotta
Yeah, it
fix
keeps
this.
fucking up a little bit,
Yeah.
but
Uh,
softcast.
Yeah,
Fuck you wherever you are. Big bitch.
My chat's not. This is insane.
Ray DeVito. I'm gonna shit on your face.
Jesus.
Nah, I'm just kidding. Well, I'm not really kidding.
Uh,
My name is Ray, and I'm a victim. Fuck you, John DiCaprio.
Real quick, Jeff Gloser coming in for the $9.99. Says Blade on the Hoop Challenge, 2-on-2. Alan Blade versus Ray in another geriatric.
Don't make me go NBA jams up in this bitch, dude.
Dude, me and
I
Al
will.
run shit, dude.
Serving up. Fuck
Me and
yeah.
Al run
I
shit.
used to be in a.
Thank you, Jeff, by the way. for
Yeah,
that.
thank you. I used to be a not semi-pro, but I was in the what was that tournament called, bro?
AAU?
No, it was like something for the fuck, bro. I'll never remember.
I don't know.
Hoop It Up.
Okay.
The Hoop It Up tournament. It's like sponsored by the NBA. It was at the Camden Waterfront.
You crushed it?
Something like that. Something like that.
Dude, if we're out on the court, bro, just give me the ball. And
Oh yeah,
we'll
dude,
go
I'm
with
an
it.
elite
Yeah.
defender and passer.
Oh, I know.
And I could do the I'm like Tobias Harris. Like I can make the in the paint shots.
Nice.
But once I go long range, I'm not like Steph Curry or Ray DeVito, but
Well, right. Ray DeVito is the Steph Curry of our generation. Yeah.
Exactly. Only when he has his cortisone in his knees.
Al, one more time. I don't know if you are plugging any socials these days.
Yeah, hit me up on TikTok and Twitch, dude. That's the ones we're rolling with. So it's Turd McGurkin over on Twitch, Clemmy Clem, and TikTok is Win by 2 official. So follow me there. We'll rip on the dabble and get in on it. Talk about April's forehead, whatever you guys want to talk about. I'm here for it.
Sweet, dude. Yeah, check them out there. Yeah, thank you for coming on. We still have a lot of show left to get to. Don't touch that dial. We have Gino, Aaron still to go, and a lot of other things. Carl, Patrick Melton, Carlos Cuck, and all that other good shit. Where's my Patrick Melton drop? Patrick!
I'm a fucking dork nerd.
All right. Thank you, Al, one more time. Guys, we'll be right back in about 3-ish, maybe 5-ish minutes. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back. See you soon.
I love you guys. Peace.
Welcome back into the show. Shut this music off. All right, we'll keep it on. Little numb? Ugh. What am I, fucking emo? Turn on a better song here to come back with. Welcome back into the show. We still have a lot left to get to, ladies and gentlemen. How's everyone doing? Let's catch up with the chat. I feel like I've been neglecting the chat. Usually when Al's here, well, my chat's really hasn't been working today. That's been a problem. So let's do it this way. Fuck. Let's restore chat. Pop out chat. Here we go. Get chat overlay. Let's check in with you guys. Comments. All right, there we go. All right, welcome back into the show. Let's check in. How's everyone feeling? We ready to go round two? Ready to go longer? Chris says, read us. There we are, Chris. I think it's working. It should be working now. Yes, read us. Okay. But your emblem, like your logos aren't popping up. What the fuck is going on today? Weird stuff. Muzzle B says AC Green was the anti-Sean Kemp. Amish, you're Amish. I can either confirm or deny. See, my chat just isn't fucking working. Let's try this again. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I just can't pop up chats. This is nuts. Give me a sec here, guys. I'm trying to figure this out. Maybe I just can't put them on screen. Maybe that's the problem. Or just box out like a Mo. Says Kush King. Norman, read us from The Walking Dead. Fort Minor ruled. Mike Shinoda was one of the realists. Yeah, Mike Shinoda was awesome. Well, Mike Shinoda's still alive. What are you talking about? Mike Shinoda still is pretty cool. Dad, Peter Sky Parker says. Stay Humble says. Kodak Tunnel Vision. I would throw that on real quick as we're coming back into the show. Right after this. Let's see. Still have a lot left to get to. I saw the whole WATP thing I want to do. R.I.P. Chester, says Jay. Yes, R.I.P. Chester. Chester Bennington, that is. Songbird of our generation. Let's do this Kodak, shall we? Let's go to Kodak Black Tunnel Vision. And this was per request.
On not Monday Night Raw, it was on Monday Nitro, and there's really big sign that said Vince McMahon is a homo.
Wow.
It's like, what?
This is live
But then
Earl
last
Skakel
night,
watch.
and it might have been an old Rampage, a guy on the hard cam side. Now, for those of you who don't follow wrestling, and I don't blame you if you do or don't, the hard cam side is.
I will say Earl is committed. He just took a lashing here on the In the Pain podcast, Carlos Cox. And there he is going at it as if, he's just doing his fucking thing. Again, we don't hate Earl. It's not about hating Earl. It's just pointing out how boring, in fact, he is. But, he's back to the fucking visor. You see what Al, if you're still watching, you see what he's doing here? He's trying to posture us here. We were making fun of his visor, and there he is. He took off the visor all week, and now here he is wearing that same visor. He said, I'll show those win by 2, fuckers.
Now, next week, I will be getting a new iMac with a 4K camera on
Wow, Earl.
So
4K, baby. Let's go.
As good as it can be until I move and get better internet. I realize,
what?
That I have been
slacking?
Watched.
Yes.
By the Dabbleverse shows.
Oh, we're watching.
So, but I've wanted to have a better presentation for a long time. So hopefully you guys like the sign and the picture of this little Sting mask.
Great.
37 people in here. Hey, let's get some likes in there. Hit the likes. Hit the likes.
Like my show.
Would
Like my
Vince
show.
dump on the LA
I wanna like my
sidewalk?
show.
He'd probably dump on the sidewalk.
Guys, like my show.
outside
Hey, guys, can you
condo.
like my show?
I've seen that.
Can you like, please? Can you please hit the like?
Well, I think AEW.
So gay. Be better, Earl. All right, so he's talking about wrestling, and I just can't. I can't even listen to Earl.
And they do a lot of good
On a normal day. Earl, see, there's Jay right at.
I mean, the devil storyline
hats off to
is,
Jay
the best
for ruffling
way
some
to kind of
feathers.
critique
And a simple
praise
chat just goes,
AEW
Earl
all
is
at the
2
same
Nation,
time.
and he is. I mean, it's confirmed. He is a part of this, whether he wants to be or not.
it was the best written storyline in AEW history.
All right, someone's got to keep your eyes on Earl. I mean, I can't, I still have to do like 2.5 hours worth of show, and I'm not in the mood of going to sleep. So, Earl, we'll check back in with you later, but that's Earl Skakel, one of my new favorite guys here on the show. I want to keep it. We were doing Steel Toe. Steel Toe, like I mentioned, I want to approach Steel Toe now, and it's hard. It really is hard for me. I have to check myself and constantly remind myself that when I watch these guys, Steel Toe and Ape, they bring out the anger. They bring out me wanting to just roast them, and probably many of you feel the same way. It's hard not to get worked up when watching, the Toe. But I want to approach Aaron in a different way. I don't know what I want to do yet. But I don't want to come at him in the sense that we've been doing for the last year. I think that's already run its course. So we're gonna still watch Steel Toe for whatever it's worth, but it'll be a little different. There'll be a better storyline, I guess, to come from it. I don't know. It's still in the early stages of development here. But let's go to their Rumble Friday. He had Gino Bisconti on. They did 6 hours. They do this weird show. I mean, it is insane. It's a hell of a grift that he does. So he goes to Rumble, and for $5, you guys send in $5 buckaroos, and he'll play a video. Whatever video you guys want to watch for $5 or $10 or $20, you send them $5 and a link to play a video, and he'll play it on his show. Now, you guys could just request whatever, and if we're able to do it, we'll play it. You don't need to send cash, right? But Aaron, he needs that. He needs that money. So that's what they do on Rumble Friday. They had Gino on, big gay lib dildo sucking Gino Bisconti, who's been, loving me as of late. And I say that, not in a literal sense. He's been trying to give me advice. Gino's been, very strange as of late. I like it though. Let's watch 126.30. Gino's mad. I forget even what happens here. I didn't even know any of this happened. Someone sent this to me. So 126.30, I believe. And then we're going to move on. We have some Karla Melton stuff I want to do, and we're going to have to hit. But I wanted to finish this with Al, but it's fine. We'll finish it now. This is Aaron, Gino, the two legends of our time. Gino obviously being a legend of comedy. Aaron being an old radio legend, right? So we should really, whatever they say, I should really, listen to, you would think. But, funny for them is I think they're hack losers, and I would never take their advice. That's just insane. But let's listen to them. Let's hear them out. Let's hear what they're talking about, all the shit they're talking about, win by 2. Now, we just heard Aaron the day before calling me a bitch, and then I show up in the chat, and he goes, I wasn't really talking shit. I was just trying to give him advice. And again, it's I don't need your advice. Thanks, but no thanks. But they're going to, I guess, keep trying to, I don't know what angle there is they're trying to play. Me and Al were talking about it. It's why now? Why go the win by 2 way now after this past year? It's weird. It's very strange. Anyway, let's just hear them out.
The desk got in hot water for the last time. And it's clearer than I would remember it. The way she just said, yeah, they're all assholes in MLC. I don't like the blah, blah, blah. And then MLC, all the fucking trolls in that world went after, and she blamed me and Keanu. It's fucking a legendary video. All right.
Talking about
I'll find that
Keanu.
video. It'll take 1 sec because it's...
Keanu's in the chat. What's up, Keanu? Keanu says, I don't think he would remember me, but I think he's great. Who are you talking about? Please elaborate. Thank you.
It might be retweeted all over my fucking Twitter, but I'll let you get back to this
all right,
video. Shout out Little Lemmy.
I don't think Little Lemmy likes the win by 2 guy, John. She's putting up a video of one of his music covers.
He's a failed. He's a typical Red Bar wannabe, and he's not a bad.
So these guys, it's insane. Their argument that they immediately go to is this Red Bar. It's funny because it's it's only when people are shitting on these guys, they're like, oh, he's just doing Red Bar, right? But it's when guys like Karl or anyone else who don't shit on these guys, they worship. And it's you're doing the same. We're doing the same style of show. We're watching your show. We're laughing at it because it sucks. Gino specifically. Aaron, we're working on you, Aaron. I mean, just look at the quality of show you're putting out here, Gino. I mean, you're doing. You got fucking dirty socks on the ground here. It's either dirty socks or a fucking big ass cat turd. Either which way, it's not good. I mean, this look is terrible. And it's like, you're going to try to give me advice? Sure, whatever. I'm a failed musician. That's fine. I mean, what constitutes as a failed musician anyway? Man, I'm still putting out music, still have new songs putting out, still play shows. So it's like, okay, I didn't make it to Sony Records, but yeah, I mean, I don't see your point. It's like the same could be said about you, though. I mean, you're a failed comic. So what are we talking about here? I mean, I really don't want to get into the minutia and splitting hairs of it all, but it's just pretty insane. Like, you're on this like high horse pedestal because you're on Compound Media, and somehow that validates you. And it's like that couldn't be further from the truth. I mean, it's like without Compound, you would be absolutely, completely nothing. You would be irrelevant, more relevant than you actually are now, which I didn't even think was possible. But that would actually be the case. Without Compound, you would be nothing. So you have, Daddy Kumi to thank, and you do. But again, it's like, you didn't start Compound on yourself. You didn't start this network by yourself and build it to something that you could be proud of. No, you hitched your wagon to Compound, got lucky because Compound was on its last legs like 7 years ago, and you're the only one crazy enough to stick around for $100 a show. While everyone else left, Legion of Skanks, Michael Malice, everybody else left, but you stuck around because you had nothing else, because you were unsuccessful by yourself. This is Gino left to his own devices is what we see here on a 9x16 frame. A blurry frame, mind you. Very, very blurry. And he's always like, this is Gino's new thing. He's like trying to fix his blurriness. It's like, Gino, stop filming from a laptop camera. I mean, that would probably be my number one thing I look into. If I'm broadcasting from a laptop camera and it's always blurry, it's not the lighting, it's not your angle or anything else. It's the camera. It's like, I could probably imagine it's like an HP like notebook laptop. It's not even probably a good laptop. And you're like confused as to why you have a blurry image. I mean, what are we talking about? Knock it off. It's either you're playing dumb or you just are that dumb. Let's watch. Sorry, I'm getting carried away.
Bad kid, in my opinion.
No.
I'm sure that's just
no.
But I yelled at him during my last stream.
He yelled at me. Jesus.
Not at him, but towards him. And I said, stop. You're just starting out. Just have fun with it. But he's like,
hey, guess what, motherfucker? I'm having the time of my life. I've never had more fun in my life. This is, seriously, every time I come on, it's like a fucking party. Hey, who are you to tell me, oh, just have fun? I am having fun. This is fun. This is fantastic. I get to drink. I get to chat. I get to laugh at fucking washed up never was's like yourself. So stop with this. Oh, just have fun. I'm having the time of my life. Continue.
He's the one that got thrown out of the fucking show with Shuli and the guys over at the Dojo of
That's
Comedy,
me.
which again, if you're ever in North Jersey, it's one of the, it was
That
one of
is
the
me.
places. I had a moment of clarity during the lockdown. I was doing a show at the Dojo of Comedy. It's in Morris Plains, New Jersey, and it's fucking February. It's March, and it's freezing, and we're outside, and we're doing stand-up because it's the only place we can. And
So imagine that sight. It's in March during the lockdown, during COVID, and there's like 5 people there at the Dojo of Comedy outside. So cold. It's so cold. It's March. I'm fucking freezing. And if that's not bad, you have Gino yelling into probably nothing. There's probably not even a mic, so you could just have Gino there yelling into the abyss around 5 people while you're freezing your fucking nuts off. Sounds like a marvelous time, Gino. Sounds like you're really crushing it these days.
It's one of those moments where you realize this is why I'm here. We need this now more than ever. And fucking, my point is, John DiCaprio goes there because the poor kid gets so taken in by, I'm going to film them and I'm going to say they're not funny. Who gives a fuck?
I give a fuck because they say they're funny, Gino. And I get it. You're friends with these guys. You got to cuck it up to these guys. You got to suck their nuts because they give you opportunities. And I get all that, right? I don't agree with it. I think it's a giant fucking cuck fest. And I hate everything that comes along with that. Like, I would never kiss someone else's ass because they can give me something. I've learned my ways. That's how you end up in like positions like Harvey Weinstein, and you're getting fucking, you know what I mean? That's where that kind of shit leads to. So yeah, it's not that I'm wrapped up in it. Yeah, I want to film and I want to expose these guys, and at the very least have a couple laughs. Why is it that comics are like the tell it how it is guys? We could laugh at anything, but when someone else is laughing at us, it's a crime. Do you guys hear yourselves?
Failed fucking musician.
Yes, I guess so. Do you think I'm gonna like run off my show in tears now? I'm never gonna be able to recover from being called a fail. Like, okay, and you know what I mean? There's like 1% of people that make it in the industry. So I wasn't one of them. Okay, so what's your point? You're a failed comic. You know what I mean? It's if you're still doing it, what constitutes as a failure? If you're doing it and you enjoy doing it, then what? I mean, like I said, because I didn't make it on Geffen Records or Sony Records, your argument doesn't make any sense. Let's continue.
If you don't find someone funny, that's fine, but you're not doing transformative journalism.
Yeah.
You're just
Yes, I
fucking a
am.
mini Red Bar wannabe, and it's a bad...
And there's the red bar thing again. It's like, guys, I mean, seriously, you really have to come up with a better, own or a better comeback. You know what I mean? This whole entire red bar thing. Again, it's a double standard. It's a double standard because if I was pro Gino and I was coming on and I was singing Gino's praises and I was, oh, look how good he is. He's so funny. Come on my show. Yeah, we're buddies. Let's get a drink. You would say I was fucking the best show ever. Because you do say it about Carl. And Carl does this. We do the same show. It's the same. I mean, I'm not a giant fucking cuck to a lot of these guys. So that's why they have to, that's like their biggest cope, right? Let's continue.
Have to be on.
Yeah.
Anyway, go on. I got way off topic.
I said this about him, and whatever. Do a show, have your fun, everything else.
Right, I will. Okay, continue.
What I really didn't like about his whole Dojo of Comedy thing, either cock off and say you're going to go film these guys, and then come what may, come hell or high water, take your licks, whatever. But he sat there and cocked off like, yeah, I'm going to film him and I'm going to do this. Then he filmed him. Then he got roughed up and thrown out, which is what's going to happen if you film. And then he cried about getting roughed up. You can't have it both.
I don't think I cried about it. I mean, I was just saying to resort to violence is a pussy move. I mean, that's pretty much my whole thesis on the whole thing. And if I would have known that, I would have done it different. So, okay, I learned. It was a learning experience for me. I don't think I was like, oh, my God. I don't want sympathy for any of that, right? I got what I deserved, rightfully so. Like, you know what? So I don't know what you're talking about here. I went to film. I didn't know. They knew I was coming. I got fucking fucked up. I don't think they should have put hands on me and threw me out the fucking door the way they did. But, I mean, that's a different argument for a different day. But I'm not, again, I don't want your sympathy. I don't want the audience's sympathy. I don't care. You know what I mean? I'm going to do it again. And when I do it, I'm going to be smarter about it. So that's where we are. So listen to Aaron.
Both ways. You either got to go, I'm going to be a bad motherfucker and I'm going to film these guys and they can suck my dick. And then you take your licks and you cock off about it. But you can't go, oh, I might get lawyers involved. And they were really physical.
New York Spawn 93 says, why'd they throw you out? Because of alleged filming. That's why they threw me out. I was trying to, I wasn't actually filming when they threw me out. They thought I was filming, and then it's a whole thing. Go back and watch the Killers of Comedy episode, and I fill everything. I fill everyone in there. Bad motherfucker, says Stephen M. Citizen Macabreeze. Poppy says, bold move, Barbara. Counter says, okay, I'll take a look. I just walked in the door from airport. Dolls, LOL. What are you taking a look at? Chris chats, lives matter. Oh, yeah. Oh, so that's what they're talking about. Yeah, Keanu. We had Keanu on the show on Wednesday, and she said she was going to look into, people being banned in their chats. And Gino's another one of these guys, Keanu. It's insane that you let him get away with stuff like this, right? It's like he claims free speech, and, if we don't have the First Amendment, we don't have anything in this country. But then you banned a YouTube chatter, and it's Citizen M. Come on, dude. Give me a fucking rest. I mean, seriously, if you're that worked up over a YouTube chatter, it's insane. It really is insane. Let people talk their shit. You're allowed to talk shit. So why is it, again, why do we have to, if we have negative remarks, to say about you and we critique you, why is it that we're crazy, we're Red Bar, we're, Spurgs, we're this, we're that? But like when someone else does it, it's like you worship them. Carl from WATP. I mean, the double standard is insane. It really is. I think they get into some of that coming up
with me and blah, blah, blah. You can't do that after. If they would have just saw you and then said, fuck him, throw him out by his neck. Okay, you might have an argument there. But you were.
I mean, that's practically what happened.
Yeah. You were antagonistic before, you were antagonistic during, and you're antagonistic after. I don't mind if someone's going to be an antagonist. There's plenty of room for that kind of shit. But you can't then play victim. You lose the ability to play victim. And that's what he did, and that's why he looked like kind of a pussy.
But the other thing is...
As he takes a swig out of his mug, he's like, yeah, I just owned him. Swig. A bitch. I'm just Aaron, I'm just kidding. I take that back. We're going to work on this, okay? I promise. We're going to get through this on the other side. Gino, not so much. I don't know. I don't think there's anything I could say that's going to save you or change your mind or make you want to better your production value here. Because when Anthony Cumia sells Compound Media, and rest assured that day is coming sooner than we expect, because all of you do shows now from your home studios. Gino, Chrissy, Gavin, Anthony. So when Anthony Cumia sells that studio, and he'll still have Compound, but it just won't be in studio Compound. Is this the look you're going to present everyone with? I mean, you're a fucking messy apartment. Keanu, you're moving into something like this? I mean, I would do a once-over with Raid and fucking Lysol, maybe hire exterminators. There's probably cockroaches in there. I mean, it's probably, I mean, the stench is probably smelling like guinea and fucking farts. Ugh, I can only imagine what that place actually smells like. It's probably horrible. It's to clean up after yourself. You're on camera, for Christ's sake. You know what I mean? This isn't like a FaceTime call. But just like clean up. Why is it that like grown men, 50-year-old men, like just don't clean after them? Like it's, I don't know, man. That's bonkers to me. It really, I mean, there's probably dirty dishes with like hot sauce stains, like 3-week-old hot sauce. Oh, it's just, ugh. Jesus. Even Aaron, I mean, is somewhat presentable. The same can't be said for you, Gino. You're going to need to buff those fucking floors. I mean, you really got to do a lot. There's a lady that's going to be moving in this apartment. And you're doing a show. So this is the presentation you think is acceptable. Got it.
It's kind of and I hate it, but it's a work. They all want to do works. They all want to be like, this is what drives me nuts about the Dabbleverse. Like, I like that people like us do shows and content. You can talk about the shit.
You guys don't do content shows. You guys just repeat the most trending topics. So this whole thing that we do shows and we give you guys content by repeating hot news stories. I mean, that's insane. You don't do fucking shows. You don't do a show. You do a parody show of like Fox News. That's your show, quote unquote show. It's like, get real. I mean, we have to start like identifying the problem here and we have to start living in the same existence of reality. You know? We can't keep going on like this where you're saying one thing, but we all see it for what it is, and somehow we're fucking gaslit into thinking that, you know what I mean? It's insanity. It really is.
We talked about yesterday. But that's more in the fucking vein of the entire Dabbleverse is numbers. We have more viewers than you. We make more money than you, you know?
And he wants to play this like, I'm on a pedestal because I don't do any Dabbleverse shit. You just had fucking Stuttering John on. You just were on Stuttering John's show, and then Keanu just had Stuttering John on. But God forbid you get labeled as a Dabbleverse guy. Oh, shit. I mean, do you hear yourselves? Seriously. Do you like actually stop and like think about what it is you're saying, or do you just speak and not give a fuck and then ban everyone else who disagrees with you and call everyone else Red Bar? I mean, it's insanity.
it's just the show is saying you're better than another show. Who
Yes.
cares?
Yeah, I care, right? I care. So that should be enough right there. My show is based upon me saying I'm better than you guys. So, hate it or love it, the underdog's on top, and I'm going to shine, homie, until my heart stops. It's just what the fuck it is. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you.
I'm here. Entertain me.
They're all
But these
flexing
people are
on
entertained by that.
Yeah, they're all flexing on each other, and they forget to go live a life. They fucking all watch each other's shit, and then like you and I, we're guys who say whatever you want, fucking push the boundaries, this and that,
and say whatever you want and push the boundaries until it's negative, until it's anti-steel toe or anti-Gino. Then you block, right? Because Aaron, I didn't forget, you used to block everyone who was anti-steel toe 6 to 12 months ago, and Gino, you just did it last night.
And they pretend to do that, but then all the fans of that and all the tiny little streamers that do shows, they whinge and they cry when anyone talks about this thing or that thing. And then, oh, he went too far when he did this. Oh, is he doing this? Oh, should he not do this? It's like, you guys try to go back.
It's like, that's funny because that's really foreshadowing the events that happened with Gino last night where he got his panties in a bunch and blocked Citizen M.
And forth at each other, but you're all just such big fucking pussies. Like everyone wanted to make a big thing out of that little clip that came out of Carl's wife,
right?
Going like, "Oh, you're taking requests. Well, did you take a nap? That was my request." And they're like, "Oh, look, Carl's wife told him to take a nap." I'm like, "You guys are fucking gay. Like, you guys."
Yeah, I don't even know what that was. Like, what was ever? The two things I'm proud to say I don't know. Which, by the way, there's moments like I really have gotten away from it. I'm proud to say, I don't know what's going on half the time. I'll even.
Oh my god, it's like they wear that as a badge of honor. Oh, I don't know, I don't watch any of it. But they could then tell you everything that's going on. It's like, which one is it? Do you not know? Do you not watch, or do you know everything and watch it all?
I'll even take this time to plug that show me and Keanu are doing. The show that I'm headlining that me and Keanu are doing with Chad. And
by the way, Gina, you can call me a failed musician all you want. That's fine, right? I don't even really care all that much. But it's like you being a comic and the only show you have in the next foreseeable future is a show in Atlantic City that holds 80 seats with Chad Zumock and Tony fucking Mazer. That's bad. I mean, 25 years into the biz and you're doing shows with Tony Mazer. I mean, if that was me, I'd hang it up. It's done. It's done, Gino. Pack your bags and get the fuck going. Get stepping. It's over. Your shot at being the next guy, it's done. You're washed up. You're a hack.
You fucking hack.
It's over. Give it a rest. That show's gonna suck, I hate to be, break the fourth wall here, but Chad, Zumock, Gino, Tony, and Keanu, where can I sign up? At $25 a ticket to do material that's unfinished? What? I mean, what? The gall to charge people any amount of money to go see this, whatever this is. I mean, you guys really have some balls. And to the people that are going to this, I mean, I can't say that because I may go. I don't know. I'm undecided, but I'm going for nefarious reasons. I'm not going because I want to see Gino and Chad, perform comedy. Ugh. How gross. I mean, it's just unreal. You couldn't pay me to attend this show. I mean, right. All right, and there goes my chat again. So I can't put chats up on the screen. So that's fucked, huh? Got it. All right, sorry. Give me a second. I got to restore my chat now. Let's see. Pop out chat. W-Man says, I charge $120 a ticket to view me sleeping. I mean, I would rather pay $120 to view W-Man sleeping than pay $25 and go and see 4 non-comics attempt stand-up comedy. The audacity. God says. Earl and Kiki pull up to the Dabbleverse chat rooms and park their asses in imaginary VIP sections. Chris chat just taunting John. Chris's chat just taunting John. What did Chris say? Oh, Chris is taunting me now? Fuck. Keanu was vaccinated 8 times this week alone, says Jay. I don't see Chris's chat. Oh, Chris says, stop rambling, nerd. Wow. Okay, Chris. I see you, Chris. I see you, Chris. Not a show. Then what's the point? I don't know. That's kind of the question I'm asking. I mean, I don't know. All right. So I think they are about to wrap this here.
Literally sitting in this chair when my dear friend Ken Mosca, who's been nothing but great to me. I've told this story countless times. Like one time he took me, my brother, and my nephew out golfing, fucking treated us to golf in Jersey, took us out to a steak dinner. Oh, an Italian dinner. It was great. And he reaches out. He's like, you want to do a show with Chad and Ray? And as a goof, I'm like, yeah, I didn't realize it was during whatever.
So you see how he's framing this, right? The only reason why he's doing this show is because it's a goof. No, it's because you can't get work anywhere else. The New York Comedy Club won't hire you. The fucking Stand won't hire you. Fucking wherever else in New York, in Rochester, in all of America, won't hire you. So, of course, you have to do this as a goof. It's like, come on, dude. I know I'm not the only one who sees this. It's not just me. What fascinates me the most is like your 50 dumb fucking loser fans who are like, oh, yeah, Gino's just doing this as a goof because he's getting back a Chad. It's like, you guys are lost. You guys are lost. Fucking Gino. Take your headband off. Cut the hair, you hippie.
Faggot con is going on in AC. And so when I found out about it, I'm like, I'm not doing this, blah, blah, blah. And then I took a step back from the fucking childishness you get caught in. And I said, my buddy Ken just gave me a gig. He's giving me fucking really good money because I have a following down there. And he's going to we're going to get to hang out, me and Keanu.
Are we supposed to believe Gino has a following in AC? Okay, I'm going to go to AC right after this show, and I'm going to ask 1,000 random people, hey, do you know Gino Bisconti? Because he claims he has a following now. So you know Gino Bisconti? You enjoy his podcast? Gratcast? You enjoy his stand-up where he rambles about vaccines and Joe Biden's last poop? Gino, I better get at least 5 people who say, oh, yeah, Gino, fuck yeah, dude, fuck yeah, Gino!
With him and his wife. And I said, Jesus Christ, I apologize. You're all in on this show. I said, I just need one thing confirmed, and this has been confirmed. Chad's not booking the show. Okay, I'm the headliner. Fucking the guy running the show wanted me on it. Yeah, and I mean it. And you should do that. But it's like,
check your dick off a little more there, you greaseball.
But when Chad goes, yeah, and I'm putting Stevie Lou, I have no problem with putting Stevie Lou on it to prove he's not funny. And I'm like,
all right, I think that's where this clip pretty much concludes, where they talk their shit. But there you have it, Gino and Aaron. I mean, I just can't, it's like, wake the fuck up, dude. You want to be a tell it out as guy. And you're doing all this fucking mumbo jumbo nonsense bullshit. It's like, get it together. We see through your fucking games, homie. We see through it. I want to pivot into, let's see, I got to minimize some shit. Let's see what the chat is saying. Are they pro Gino people over here? Let her cry, says Stay Humble. My butt's been wiped, Joe Biden. Let's see. Chris says, she sure does, honk. County, nobody cares. County says, so you're saying I shouldn't do this show? No, I mean, do the show, right? Because it's like, I don't see Keanu. I don't see you going around and, yeah, you're promoting the show. But it's not like you, like, I think Keanu, like, you at least have the ability to be honest when it comes to what the fuck this is. Gino is incapable of being honest about what this actually is. And the fact of the matter is he can't get any other work. Like, what other shows is Gino doing in the next 6 months, in the next year? This is it. This is all he's got. So to say, oh, I'm just doing this show as a goof, it's like, you're not. You're not doing it just as a goof. You could tell us that, but I mean, that we all know that's just, it's false. It's false, quite. So do the show. I get it. You know what I mean? It might be cool. It's probably not going to be. That has nothing to do with you. It just, first of all, it's at the Tennessee Whiskey Beer Hall or Tennessee Beer Hall in Atlantic City on a random Sunday in February or Saturday, either which way. Do you think people are going to Tennessee Avenue Beer Hall on a Saturday night in February, the day before the Super Bowl, to go watch Chad, Gino, Mazer? I mean, no, they're going to be at the Hard Rock smoking crack and playing blackjack. And why shouldn't they? That's why you go to Atlantic City. You might have a couple stragglers in there, but I guarantee everyone in there will probably be a mole trying to film, and I encourage it. Film it all. But we're not responsible for what happens to you if you get caught, so just be more slick than I did. You know, do the show. I mean, go ahead, do the show. I mean, you know what I mean? Do the show. I mean, I really could give two fucks either way. It's just funny, the framework represented when it comes to Gino. But he wants to be a tell it out his sort of guy, right? A free speecher to the day he dies. Why'd you ban Citizen M? And it wasn't even on your fucking channel, by the way. I mean, Keanu, imagine if I came on your show and I had a problem with what someone was saying in the chat. So much so, I got so worked up. And I was like, Keanu, you got to ban, you know, whoever. You'd be like, what? What are you talking about? No, I'll ban you. Leave. You know, that's just how it would go down. But you want to claim like First Amendment free speech? Get the fuck out of here. You're anti-free speech. You're anti-First Amendment. You hate this country. I mean, quite frankly, you hate the country. Just admit it. You're a communist. You're, I mean, octo-vaxxed at this point. And, you know, you're voting for Biden this election. I mean, just admit it, Gino. We see through it. I mean, you suck at dildos. No guy who's like a Trump dude would ever suck a dildo. I mean, that would be just insane. My empire of dirt says stay humble. You banned Citizen M. What the fuck? No. Stephen M. Keanu didn't ban Citizen M. Gino banned Citizen M on BYB. So I've heard, because I actually didn't watch that. I claim nothing. That's fine. That's fine. Beck says, MGD, are you British? This would make sense. All right, let's see. I want to get into some of this Karl stuff. We still have Mir and Chow to do. So the clip, well, like I mentioned at the top of the show, watching Karl this past week has been fan-fucking-tastic. It's been great. It's been great. You know, I think Karl's a fucking weasel dork. You know, it's always okay when Karl makes fun of everyone else, but when everyone else makes fun of Karl, he's got to fucking not only cope about it, but he's got to go on and be surrounded by all his yes men to make him feel better about the situation. It's like, face it, Karl, you know, you might be popular in your little weird stuttering John clique, but the rest of us hate you. The rest of us think you need to go. Scram. Get out. Leave. No, maybe not that. That's too harsh. But you know what I mean? It's just, it's insane. We're watching Karl on the verge of a breakdown. And the most disingenuous thing that's happened is everyone running cover for Karl. Again, it's all right to make fun of stuttering John, you know, blowing his nose, or Kevin Brennan losing his Wi-Fi, or whatever else. An insert situation here. But Karl has a clip that's pretty fucking cringe. I'm not going to go as far as to say it's the worst clip of all time. It's pretty bad. But all these motherfuckers are running cover for Karl. They're cucking to Karl. And that's a problem. That's a big problem. Because most of these guys are guys who make fun of everything. So again, when you can't make fun of something that's very easy to make fun of, because, oh, Karl's our friend and we make fun of Stuttering John together. But I'll laugh at fucking, you know, Ray DeVito 70,000 times. Well, then you're a fraud. I'm not saying you have to roast Karl and put him out of his misery, but you can't have a couple laughs at his expense. What are you, gay? You must be gay. Or you must just fear Karl. And if that's the case, we have a bigger problem than I initially anticipated. If you fear Karl Hamburglar, I couldn't even say that, then you're a bigger pussy than I even imagined in the first place. So Karl has been going through the ringer this week, and it's been magnificent to watch. I love it. I love it. To sit here and tell you otherwise, I would be lying. I mean, I enjoy this. I enjoy watching Karl take his lumps and cry like a little pussy-ass bitch, quite frankly.
Pathetic fucking loser and
Stupid fucking bitch. That's Karl Hamburger. So this is courtesy of Muttering Jay. So there was two things happening simultaneously this week. One, Vince the lawyer extended a challenge because everyone are making this claim, Karl and Shuli's crew. They're making the claim that that Vince the lawyer is Muttering Jay and vice versa. Muttering Jay is Vince the lawyer, obviously. Vince the lawyer puts out a challenge to Karl, I think on Thursday or Friday, and goes, Karl, I'll give you 48 hours to, publicize any evidence that you may or may not have, leading to me being Vince the lawyer. This was Friday. Karl, I think, has done 2 shows since then. He appeared on the BS show, which we're going to watch a little bit of coming up. And then he does his Point Dabble Point, whatever the fuck, where it's a round table about Stuttering John, where he's sitting around with Blind Mike and producer Chris, who look like they would rather be anywhere else in the world than doing Point Dabble Point. But they quit their jobs 3 years ago, and they followed Karl into this fucking fantasy delusion of a dream, so this is all they got. So they have to be here, and they have to talk about the things that they don't want to talk about, and they have to laugh at Karl because he's their boss, and if they don't, they're done. So Vince the lawyer puts up a little super chat here. So this is courtesy of Muttering Jay. Let me read this first. It goes, world exclusive. Lady Kmart refuses to answer the question. Having been thumped by Stuttering John, desperate Who Are These Podcasts said he knew I'm Vince the lawyer. When asked for evidence, he comes up with nothing. When asked the question, he refuses to answer. Clock is ticking. So watch him completely ignore this question because he knows, this statement that Vince the lawyer and Muttering Jay are the same person, is just completely asinine. So watch when he gets confronted with this question by Vince the lawyer. He just completely ignores and moves on.
Vin, the evil warrior, $2, just got here. Still claiming I am Muttering Jay. Ooh. John Sons of Tranny 5. Vin,
So
the
we'll
evil warrior, $2, just got here. Still claiming I am Muttering Jay.
Watch it one more time.
Ooh. John Sons of Tranny 5. Vin, the evil warrior, $2, just got here. Still claiming I am Muttering Jay. Ooh. John Sons of Tranny 5.
All right, so there you have it. Karl wants no parts of this because he knows he's fucking completely wrong in this situation. Instead of just being like, yeah, you got me, my bad, I had it all wrong. He's just like frantically reading the next chat because he doesn't want to address him being wrong. So that's just a little thing. We're going to go over all Karl's big fucking lumps this week, and we're going to bask in it. We're going to laugh at it. The big bully on the block finally is getting bullied, and I love to see it. So this was the clip of big old bad Karl Hamburger, and let's check it out. This is of him and his wife. Now, we probably all saw the clip millions of times, but if you haven't seen it up to this point, you're waiting on today's show to check it out. Here it is. We're going to show you the clip of probably the year. I'd say this is Karl back in the day, courtesy of Vince the lawyer. And there he is. This, I believe it's like 2 years ago, maybe at some point. And Karl's mom walks in and wants to put him down for a nap. And we find out that Karl is a mandolin player. So just watch this clip transpire here, and we'll play it back and give you our thoughts. Let me just play it in full.
I was a rapper when I was 8 years old. I was Master K. That you understand, ocean man, the corner to the voyage of the globe is a real trip.
I'm sorry.
Careful of the mandolin.
I know, I see it.
I was doing requests.
Okay.
We were playing requests for a little
Good
bit.
job. Did you take a nap?
I did not.
But that was my request. Victory lap. Karl's taking a victory lap. Listen to all the shows, and we'll tell you why it blows. Look out! He's taking a victory lap.
So that's Karl's mom and Karl. Let's play it through one more time. I'll give you my thoughts on the clip. I'm not going to go spend too much time into this because it's already been done to death, but I just wanted to highlight it because it is a hot button clip this week.
But if you want to get the grill fired up.
I don't know how to do it.
All right, I'll do it. I'll do it in a minute. This is almost over. I was a rapper when I was 8 years old.
So there's a lot going on here. So first of all, Carl was a rapper when he was 8 years old. Which, all right, fine. On the surface, that's not that big of a deal, right? People do dumb shit when they're younger. They grow up and they realize it and they move on. They try something else, right? Because the rapper, thing didn't work out. That's fine. His rapping name, though, however, is pretty alarming. What's his rapping name?
It was Master K.
Master K. Holy shit. So imagine 8-year-old Carl running around and he's like, yo, call me Master K, yo, call me Master K. As he spits bars. And now I want to know who's better at rapping. Is it Psycho Shaman or is it Carl Hamblin? That dude. Who do you think is the better rapper? Carl's got a fucked up grill, by the way. Holy shit. So now it makes sense. It all makes sense to me. I never knew why Stuttering John and other people called him Snaggletooth. But I mean, holy shit. Holy shit. Talk about a boneyard. Or a graveyard. Anyway, so let's continue on with the clip.
That you understand, ocean man.
So he's playing a mandolin. Now I'm here to tell you, I'm a musician, albeit failed musician, still a musician. And anybody who plays a mandolin in the music business is looked at as less than. I hate to break the fucking fourth wall and tell you this and be the bearer of bad news, but if you play the mandolin or the flute, actually, no, I think the flute is even more accepted than the mandolin. If you play the mandolin, you're borderline homosexual. I mean, every mandolin player I know, and there's maybe 2 of them, both homosexuals. I stay away from them, obviously, for obvious reasons, but I mean, that's the truth. So Carl is a mandolin player who once was a rapper at 8, called himself Master K. It's just a lot to take in at once. Holy shit. So his mom comes into the room.
Corner to the voyage of the globe is a real trip.
And now it makes sense. It's like, I understand now why you just wanted to go full on Stuttering John, because this was the state of, Carl's content back 3 years ago. I mean, it makes sense. It does make sense. I mean, I would have started making fun of Stuttering John too if I was playing the mandolin and taking requests on a random Tuesday afternoon past my nap time.
I'm sorry.
Careful.
So his mom comes in, almost steps on the mandolin.
I know, I see it.
I was doing requests.
Okay.
We were playing requests for a little
Good
bit.
job. Did you take a nap?
Did you take a nap? Huh. Now some people are like, oh, see, we hear this from pro Carl people. They're like, oh, that's normal. I would love my wife to ask me if I took a nap. That's weird. And by the way, this is not his wife. This is his actual mom, confirmed. Your wife shouldn't be asking you did you take a nap? I mean, that's just weird. I mean, that's like, it's just strange. You know what I mean? It's like, not since I was a kid was I asked, did I take a nap? I don't know. So, I mean, it's cringe. It's very, very fucking cringe, to say the least.
Cringe.
Let's keep it going here. Keep it. This is the biggest clip on the internet this week.
I did not.
But that was my request.
So now they're doing a parody of Spider-Man, and this is actually kind of cute. Carl's mom and Carl are doing a parody of Spider-Man about Carl taking a victory. I mean, this is actually pretty wholesome material right here, I will say.
Carl's taking a victory lap. Listen to.
And now he's playing the acoustic guitar, but he's got this weird fucking smile on. This is like like he just dropped fucking 3 hits of fucking ecstasy, and he's feeling the peak starting to come on. Very weird smile, but he is playing the acoustic guitar, a much manlier instrument than the mandolin. Again, the mandolin is a very homosexual instrument. That is confirmed in the music biz. Ask anyone in music. They will not, they'll agree with you.
On the show, and we'll tell you why it blows. Look out! He's taking a victory lap.
But if you want to get the grill fired up.
So Carl was trying to get his mom to cook for him. But I guess Carl didn't know his mom doesn't know how to work a grill.
All right, I'll do it. I'll do it in a minute. This is almost over.
All right, so there you have it. I mean, that's really the biggest clip, like I said, this week. very cringe, especially from somebody who is wanting to always make fun of everyone's every move. When they made fun of, like I said, Brennan's Wi-Fi or fucking Stuttering John snot or anything else. Carl's the first one on the case, and they do fucking emergency episode after emergency episode after emergency episode. But now when Carl is on the receiving end of, the beating and the lumps, it's you guys are crazy. You guys are nuts. How, this isn't even that bad. It's that bad. It's pretty cringe. I'm not going to spend fucking, an hour on it, but it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. And again, it makes it even worse when you got all your little fucking cronies running cover for you. So let's go to, this was another instance this week when, now Keanu, I did watch that Stuttering John interview. And I think this was the best part, clipped out by My Lost Interest. Now, a lot of people shout this guy out, My Lost Interest. You guys have probably heard of this guy, My Lost Interest. And all these hosts like worshiping, oh, My Lost Interest does great work. He does phenomenal job. It's like, all right, pump the brakes. First of all, we need more people like My Lost Interest, and he is doing the heavy lifting, clipping out the shows and spreading the message, so that is appreciative, and we appreciate that, but he's not doing anything that crazy. You know what I mean? He's just clipping a segment of the show and reposting it for everyone to watch. So when these hosts are like, oh, shout out to My Lost Interest, he's doing, phenomenal work, it's like, what they're really telling you, what they're really saying is, we're too lazy to do any sort of show prep, and, we subscribe to My Lost Interest, and we'll just watch the latest thing he does and then comment on it. Now, I'm doing that here, but, I just didn't feel like pulling up the actual video. And, so that is the reason why we're watching this clip now on MLI. But this is John and Keanu this past week. Now, John roast Karl pretty bad. So there's only like, it's very quick. But I like to watch Karl kind of suffer through all this. This has been a phenomenal week if you're an anti-Karl person like myself. Let's just play from the top.
Welcome to Keanu Cast. Welcome to Untoward Tuesday. What could be more untoward than the one, the only stuttering John Melendez, everyone? Hi, John.
Hi, Keanu, the prom king of the Dabbleverse.
You're the prom king of the Dabbleverse.
I know. It's so funny. Today, Keanu, they tried to do a super chat ban.
Yeah.
And I think I made $800 today in one day.
I watched your program. I watched it as I was researching you and researching my guests.
So Carl's family don't like Karl that much. And they all think he's a brat. So I get all this information, and I'm kind of nice considering what he does to me. I'm pretty chill.
Yes.
And I would never go after Shuli's kids. No. I don't do that. It's just
pay no mind. I don't know all the ins and outs, what Stuttering John does, who he goes after, who he doesn't go after. Again, we're not really worried about that. We're going to worry about when he makes fun of Karl, because I think it's a slam fucking dunk. Stuttering John owning Karl.
It's not my nature. Your fucking fiance.
No, you have to remember, Karl's weak. This is how it started, with John dunking on Karl. Then this clip comes out, and then everyone's roasting Karl. Then he's fucking running cover. And, doing a lot more cringy fucking shit we're going to get to. The Ray DeVito interview on Thursday, where the whole entire chat was sending... I think Ray DeVito has made more money... He made more money on Thursday than he's ever made in his entire life, simply by having Karl on and all the chatters being super anti-Karl. So this has been Karl Hamburger's week.
Listens to the shitway and starts using the N-word. I'm like, come on, man. Well, he's apologized, and I've already said on my show, I forgive him. I don't.
Yeah, I know. You're a good guy, right?
People make mistakes. That's why pencils have erasers. That's my thing. Don't give the shitway a link. Please tell me you're not inviting the shitway.
I don't know that I've met Shuli in person once at Sirius, but I don't know him that well. He's friends with my betrothed.
You want to say, Keanu, phenomenal job. You really handled this interview well. That's a really good look that you didn't give in to temptation and bite the proverbial apple on the tree like Adam and Eve once did. No, you held off where most people would have given Shuli the link off for, the clicks and the views and the story later. Keanu wanted to have John on for an interview, and she did just that. I have to tip my cap to Keanu.
He's fine. Wish him well. There's a bunch of calls.
Wow, but you just, as soon as I fucking compliment you, you do a Ray DeVito. Holy shit. wish him well. Come on.
Coming in for
And
probably
Keanu,
to talk
all
to
I
you.
want is the password to your OnlyFans, please.
The password, so you can post pictures of yourself. that
No.
that would get me a lot of subscribers.
No, just so I can rub one out.
You want a free sub? Go ahead.
At
Listen,
least he's honest, right?
John, lifetime free subscription. You won't see much on there, but you can have it. It's
Now,
perfect.
contrary, whatever, despite what everyone else thinks, I actually fucking find Stuttering John to be quite amusing. He's a character. He's a character. He's at times hilarious. And I think he's way more funnier than the guys that try to own him on a daily basis, like Carl and Shuley and fucking B. Dabbler and whoever else fucking tries to cover John. I think John is way more talented and funnier and entertaining than all of them combined, quite frankly.
Perfectly fine.
Do you get naked on there?
No, well, listen, not anymore. I have the more paid for things.
Agreed, says
you might
Jeff.
see half of a nipple
Andrew
or
says,
two,
yuck.
but really, it's very mild. It's an accessory to my comedy.
Damn.
Dub says, give Keanu props on not having a nose. Yeah, I mean, that's something that's not said enough. Keanu, good job for not having a nose ring, of course. Do you have your belly button pierced, Keanu? I feel like you wouldn't. I feel like you wouldn't have the belly button pierced, but I could be wrong. I don't know. Too many piercings, you know what I mean? It's like, ladies, chill the fuck out. If you want to do your ears, do your ears. But you see chicks sometimes, they do fucking in between their eyebrows. They do their fucking septum. They fucking do their chin. It's like, what the? I mean, Jesus Christ. You guys look hideous. Stay humble. You're shadow banned. Peter Sky Parker says, stay humble. Mute it. Where NLO chat? She does comedy. Who's an NLO chat. Okay. Well, we don't do any of that. Stay humble. We just let it rip. Keanu says, Mickey and I got our noses and belly buttons pierced together years ago. Oh, do you have your nose pierced? It doesn't look like it in this video. The belly button's one thing. I mean, that's below. You can't really even see it half the time. It's like when ladies start doing their fucking foreheads and their cheeks, and it's like, chill the fuck out. Like, you're just uglying yourself up. So I don't know. I can't quite tell. I mean, we could zoom in on Keanu here. I mean, I don't see a nose piercing. Maybe I'm off. I mean, that's her nose on a full screen here. I don't see anything shiny. Maybe it's on this side, the dark side of the moon. I don't know. I don't see it. Let's keep watching.
It's really the most. It's the most.
Oh, she says took it out. I'm a lady. Okay. Thank you. Good to know.
Mild OnlyFans you'll ever see.
See, and I knew you.
All right, we're going to scroll ahead here. Let's go to 3. Oh, we'll go to when Gino pops. No, I can't take any more Gino today. I mean, Gino really gives me a fucking headache. Keanu, really, you are a saint for putting up with Gianu and taking, a lifetime agreement to wanting to stay with him willingly. Blink twice if, you're under any sort of duress. I mean, I can't. I mean, I do like a half hour on Gino. I want to fucking, jump off a cliff. This is where John gets into Carl, though. And mind you, this is an anti-Carl segment here. So I think John crushes Carl on this clip. Let's watch.
I know. All good.
All right. Thank you for calling Untoward Tuesday.
Oh, this is Carl
How may
here.
I direct your call?
Yeah, hey, this is Carl from WATP.
Hi, Carl. How are you doing?
John's
Johnny,
stewing.
I love you and Gino. Thanks so much for picking up on me.
Of course.
Hey, John, how's it going, buddy? How you doing?
I'm not your buddy, and you doxed your dad 2 years ago, and you pretended that you didn't, and collected
I
all
love
those
it. I love it. I'm not your buddy. I love it. That's fantastic.
super chats, you fucking lion prick.
Yes, lion prick.
Hey, Carl, have you ever heard of a dentist?
You realize I talk shit about your kids?
Gold.
Oh yeah. I played 3 examples of it today. You dumb fuck. 3 examples.
That's so
Why don't you
funny.
watch my show today? You calling my kids losers?
Wow.
I think Aaron's the basic. I think you're a fucking loser.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, okay, Snaggletooth.
All
Yeah,
right.
okay.
Carl.
Yeah, keep
I'm
it
gonna
up,
let-
Lady Kmart.
All right.
Nice
Ready?
paddling, you fucking loser.
Number one.
This is
number
great.
one.
This
number
is
one. Yes.
fantastic.
One moment. Number one. Carl, I'm sorry about what's going on with your father. Number 2, I will let I'm going to do 30 seconds on the clock. I'll let each of you speak. What do we feel about that?
I don't fucking want to talk with this.
Yes.
Okay, he doesn't even want to talk. All right,
No,
Carl,
because
let's
he's a
go.
loser who's in love with me. And
See, I like that. Right to the point. Like, instead of looking like a bitch and be like, I don't want to talk to him because of, and then making up an excuse. John's like, no, I don't want to talk to him because he's a fucking loser. Spot on, John. Bravo. I mean, that's why John is probably the GOAT in this whole fucking universe here. Really, I mean, classic owning 101 done by the likes of Stuttering John.
And fucking, you fucking totally took advantage of your audience yesterday, pretending that you didn't know that you doxed your father and pretended I did and started talking about HIPAA laws. And the only HIPAA is the hippo you're married to. That fucking girl is hideous. She looks like she weighs 250 pounds. God bless Jennifer Santoro, that hideous elephant. So you go.
I think the best line in this whole thing was it's overlooked because he keeps going here, but he goes, he goes, you're trying to fool everyone in thinking I broke some sort of HIPAA laws, but the only hippo here is your mother, aka your wife, Jenny Jingles. I mean, that would be enough for me to be like, all right, I'm hanging up. This is too much. The verbal abuse is astonishing. Now, mind you, this was Monday. This is where it was just beginning for Carl. So we get the point. This was Stuttering John owning Carl. We just watched Carl's mom. I mean, making Carl look like a fucking douche. All right, so let's go over to the big Ray DeVito interview where everyone's talking about where Carl froze up like a little fucking bitch. And I super chatted a few times. Now, mind you, I talked about a challenge I issued to Ray DeVito where he accepts and then declines in the same show. Is very wild. Let's watch Carl here. A couple clips from the Diamond DeVito show take place. You're fucking. She looks like a hippo, he says. That's great. I love it. Keep it coming. All right, here we go. Here's the intro.
What's up? What's going on, you guys? Welcome, you punks. Rock Bottom Podcast. I want to say first shout out to my sponsor.
And this is something nobody is talking about, but why is Ray DeVito podcasting under a printer on a stool? Like a bar stool. Dave Portnoy. There's a bar stool above his head, and on the bar stool, there's a printer or a fax machine. I don't know. Either which way, I mean, that's wild. Like, he looks like he's doing a podcast from inside of an Office Max. There's printer paper. There's fucking staplers. There's, I mean, what are we doing, Ray? What are we doing? He's like, hey, this is my podcast. Give me money. Jesus, Ray.
Karla's mom, wife.
Oh, we got to go back to the beginning. I don't know why I just did that. Sorry about this. Right about here. He's Ray DeVito. His name is kinda neato.
What's going on, you guys? Welcome, you punks. Rock Bottom Podcast. I want to say first shout out to my sponsor, Silk City Hot Sauce.
Now, right off the bat, Carl, I think knows that he's in for a rough one. So you do have to tip your hat to Carl for staying on this show, not getting paid a dime. There's nothing he has to prove to Ray. So it's maybe not tip. Maybe I don't want to tip my hat to Carl. Let's take that back. Let's act like that didn't just say those words. But like, why do you think he stayed on this show? You know, if it were me, I'd just be like, fuck this, dude. I'm out. You're not even paying me. Because you winded up looking like a bigger bitch than you did fucking before this show. So it's weird to me. Most of you have no idea. Don't underestimate anyone. I'm here because of Stern. I love you. Wow, Bex is. I love you, Kiki. Don't listen to us. What is happening? 69 Keanu points. Taxes says I'm a very fat, unhappy person that lives in a basement. No, that's Patrick Melton. Taxes.
I'm a fucking dork nerd.
You have nothing to worry about, Taxes. Compared to Melton, you are a slim Jesus-looking motherfucker. I know, I don't mind. Kiki points are better than cash. LOL. Most people don't even notice it. I did it for me, says Ga. I don't even know what's happening. Keanu is cringe and she censors. And so do we have an update with these banned, your chatters that are in a virtual gulag, Keanu? Kiki Bond for you, Texas, she says. So now you're giving out Kiki Bonds on my show. And I didn't even okay this. You're just doing it. Just unban them. You're censoring, lib. I mean, it's not a crazy request. Send me the link. Show me how to do it. All right, Keanu, I'm gonna tell you. You got to go to YouTube Studio. Just reach out to me after the show. This is not a part of my show. Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, this. If you're really serious about this, reach out after the show. I'll walk you through it. It takes maybe 3 minutes. Boom, 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 biggity bang, 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 and then we'll fucking go on our separate ways. But we're not doing this on the show. Just give us your word and we'll move on. She's not unbanning anyone, says Peter Sky Parker. Come tonight. I'm bored. What info do you need? No more crosstalk. We've upset the host. Chris Mack put up a detailed step-by-step earlier. Oh, okay. So then there you go. Then what are we talking about? I just got home from the airport. Didn't you? She says in caps, I just got home from the air. So this is how she wants you to read it. I just got home from the airport. Everyone, just stay calm. All right, I will, John. Thank you. All right, well, we're going to hold you to it. Join the Win by 2 Discord. Thank you, Chris. In the midst of all this chaos, Chris just, boom, Discord link right there. I mean, I do appreciate that. Thank you, Chris. Dub says, Jack Nicholson, you can't handle the link. Wow, I mean, you've upset some people, Keanu. We're just here to try to make it right. If you're not a censorship kind of gal, a pro-North Korean Kim Jong-un wannabe, just start unbanning people. I've said this before, but it starts with banning. It starts by taking away people's speech, and it ultimately ends in gulags and gas chambers. I mean, that's just where this goes. And you don't want to be like a dictator, do you? I mean, I don't get those vibes from you, but that's where it starts. You might think it's innocent by pressing the ban button, but it will catch up, and you will ultimately become everything you hate. So just trust us, Keanu. We know what's best. And the people you ban, I mean, unless it's Charles. I'll give you the Charles thing because that dude is a fucking psycho. I mean, that dude calls you, it just disrupts your show. You know what I mean? So I can understand that. Or a Charles Alt. But if it's like anyone else, it's like, who cares? People, we talked about this on my last show. It's like, people are going to have bad things to say about you in life, and that's just how it is. You can't make everyone like you. Not everyone likes me. You don't see me banning people. I actually lost a mod because we didn't want to ban people. You know what I mean? So it's like, take your lumps, move on. It's not that big of a deal. Just unban. Stephen M says, Keanu, have you ever served in a forward area? This chat sort of kicks ass, even with Keanu elbowing her way right past us. I banned 0 people. Well, it might have been your mods, and your mods represent you, right? So it's like, you might not actually be doing the banning, but your mods represent what you are and what you're doing. I didn't know. I don't mind the hate. No, I do know that. That's why it's shocking. It's like, let's just get it over with. This is going to be the last time I talk about it. By the time, time out. Who's banned in Keanu's chat, in my chat right now? All right, let's figure this out real quick so we could square this away. Who is banned in Keanu's chat that is in my chat currently? I'll wait. Colt C and Beloved Chatter are banned. I think Colt C. Okay. So, Colt C, Beloved Chatter, and Chris Mack. Okay. So, Keanu, let's unban them. And whoever else besides Charles. By the next time you go live, if the next time you go live and they're still banned, then you lose the support of Earl Skakel and the Two Nation Army. I mean, is that fair? I think that's fair. Earl Skakel, everyone. Two Nation Army, represent. All right, I think we can, I think that's fair, you know? I don't think that's an insane request. Not me, because I don't watch it, says Steve. I mean, hitting the nail on the head right there, Steve. Great chat. All right, so let's get back to this. There's a couple things I want to play. I'll keep my eye on this chat here, making sure everything's above board. Earl is the most valued soldier these days. I mean, really. We should mod Earl Skakel. Talk about fucking reverse psychology. All right, let's get back into it. Ray, Carl. There's only a couple clips here, maybe like 4 that pertain to me. I want to show you guys. Then we're going to do this Mir, Chow, and Big Gay Lion Mark Harley stuff to end the show. We're going to get out of here for tonight. All right, so let's check it out. DeVito, Carl, or Karla, I should say. Take it away.
SilkCityHotSauce.com. Put in the code ROCK. Save 15% on everything. And Pain in the Brain, is it back? I don't know. Come on, Jeff Levine. People are asking for it. Bring it back, I tell you. Special guest today. W8, who are these podcasts? The man himself, Karl Hamburger. How are you, sir?
Ray, this is a special treat for you, my friend. I don't know if you realize how big of a celebrity I am.
You're a celebrity.
Yes, a 25-second video that's an interaction between me and my wife is the biggest thing Kevin Brennan's ever seen in his life, which means I must be huge. So you're welcome.
Huge.
I'm gracing you with my presence today. Giant celebrity Karl Hamburger.
Ray's just cucking it up to Karl. He has no. By the way, Ray has no clue in this point in time why everyone is making fun of Karl. Ray does no fucking sort of show prep. He just shows up, exists, and expects you to keep funding him. Now, these were mitigating circumstances because Karl was on, so I know all the super chats were anti-Karl, and I can get behind that 100%. But to keep donating to Ray, and look, I've never been like, oh, you can't donate to certain people. But when it comes to Ray, it's like you're just enabling him. Like, I never thought I would agree with Chad, but it's like that's just what it is. You're just enabling Ray to continue to be bad and stupid and dumb, you know? I don't want to say don't super chat him, but it's like think twice. There's better places you could spend your money. You don't even have to spend here. I don't even give a fuck. But just to spend it on Ray, I mean, is insane. Is insane to me. Like, he knows nothing. He does nothing. He is nothing. Let's keep watching.
Is here on the Ray DeVito program.
I
Officially endorsing Ray DeVito.
Thank you, man. And by the way, you're doing Kevin Brennan fit. He said you wouldn't. He goes, you got me back on the payroll. I was off the payroll. He goes, you get back on the payroll once Karl comes on your show. So you being here is putting money back in my pocket. I'm
glad to see you still manipulating your every move.
No,
that's awesome for you.
I fucking love the guy.
Hey, I've got great news for you. I see the chat. I want to give you a video that's going to make it onto MLC. This will probably be talked about for an hour and a half. I brought the famous mandolin here that everyone's been talking about. The big news.
He's trying to lean into the bit here. You could see, within the first 3 minutes, he goes to the mandolin and he thinks it's like, again, reverse psychology. I'll play the mandolin and show you that it's, in fact, not cringe or gay. And again, I'm here to tell you, simply being in the same 50 feet vicinity of a mandolin makes you a homosexual, dude. It makes you a homosexual. It makes you gay. Gay by association. Mandolin equals homosexual. Plain and simple. I don't know how else I could say it. So you trying to lean into this, oh, look at me, I'll play the mandolin here and I'll own the trolls. You're not. You're just confirming that you actually, you and Kate Meany share more in common than we originally thought. Let's continue.
The Dabbleverse.
Can you play a little bit?
That's right, exclusive for the Ray DeVito.
Ray is such a fucking cuck.
That's right, exclusive.
What a fucking half-wit cuck.
For the Ray DeVito Rock Bottom podcast. Karl's
Hell
mandolin.
yeah.
How embarrassing. I have a mandolin. Can you believe it?
It's not embarrassing. It's just gay.
I'm working treadmill behind me. Can you believe that?
Well, that's a little more embarrassing than playing mandolin, but yeah.
Hell yeah, I hang my clothes on that treadmill. That's where it goes.
Of course, that's what treadmills are for.
Jesus,
yes,
Ray.
man. Well, I don't know, man, but you cannot have exercise equipment at your house if you sweat. Yeah, it would smell like it would smell like body odor all the time. It would.
We've heard Ray say this before. You can't have exercise equipment if you just sweat. Ray, what are you talking about, Ray? You clean the exercise equipment. You don't just sweat on something and then just leave it. See, that's the problem with Ray, because he would just do that. Ray's the type of person, if we have any gym heads in our chat, Ray is the type of person who goes into an LA Fitness or Planet Fitness or an Anytime Fitness, goes in, works up a ginormous sweat. I mean, he's really sweating it up. Lays on the bench, rolls around a few times, gets up, and they have the wipes right there on the wall. It says, please use after using the machines. Ray gets up, looks right at the sign, keeps on going. So, yeah, I mean, in your household, it would stink like BO because you would, in fact, not clean it. But that's simply not the case. You clean your exercise equipment, you fucking lazy, half-wit fucking cuck. What are we... I mean, this is a 50-year-old grown man. I mean, that's what I have to remind everybody because he acts like a fucking child.
A workout room upstairs in the guest bedroom, and you open the windows up, air it out, close the door,
Right.
open the windows, and work out.
Air it out, and then wipe it down. Wipe it. If you sweat on something, wipe it down. You wouldn't just sweat in your clothes and then re-wear the same fucking t-shirt. No, you would wash it. So why would exercise equipment be any different? Like, are you seriously that? I mean, I guess you are that retarded. I guess you are.
You can't do it in the basement. I agree with you. I mean, if you're in a basement, I don't know where you are right now, but that's not where you
raise inside of a, like I said, an Office Max.
You want to get real sweaty and gross. Yeah.
No, this is where, yeah. So no, I go to the gym. That's why, and people give me grief for showering at the gym. Carl, I'm all sweaty. Why not just clean off right there and then and get in the car?
And this goes to the point that Ray actually might be a closeted homosexual. And maybe this is why Ray really likes Carl, because their two energies match. You know what I mean? The flamer energy, that is. It's weird to, I mean, I've gone to gyms before, and as soon as I'm done, I fly out of there and I try to get home to take a shower. I've never showered inside of a gym before. I mean, there's 80-year-old dudes walking around with their fucking wangs out and just letting it all fucking hang. I ain't trying to see that, bro. I ain't trying to see that. That would fuck me up. That would really not even just fuck my day up. That would just fuck me up completely. Like 9 80-year-old dudes walking around acting like fucking, you know what I mean? Ray goes right in that fucking shower, though, and he's looking. He sees it all the fucking hard peckers. And he's aroused. And he goes into that shower, and he does the unthinkable. It's nasty. Go take a shower at your own house. You don't need to be seeing all these wangs. Maybe that's why you're so fucking fucked up.
Plus, you want to show off your hog to all the guys. You want to let them know who's, king of the walk over there.
Yes, no, actually, I don't want to show off I don't need to see any other hogs. I barely want to see my own hog. I'll play with my hog, but that's something I do on my own.
You want to talk about that for a half hour?
Yes, let's talk about my hog. You play with your mandolin, I play with my hog.
Perfect. Maybe we could be a duo on stage.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's your mandolin and my man ding-a-ling. I don't. That's a horrible pun.
Oh, what a bomb! What a bomb! That's all your mandolin, and that's my manda-ding-a-ling ding. That's stupid. That sucked. Yeah, it was pretty fucking bad.
Perfect. Maybe we could be a duo on stage.
Yeah. That's your mandolin and my man ding-a-ling. I don't. That's a horrible pun. All right.
Nailed it.
What? Speaking
don't feel bad about that.
All right, so I want to go to, we got like 3 or 4 from here. 1835, this is where I first super chat in. Now, mind you, Carl's been getting it pretty bad at the start of this show. I come in, I want to let Carl know, I want to reinforce the fact that I think he's a ginormous weasel dork. I also want to extend a challenge to Ray DeVito. And this is the challenge, and this is the super chat.
Yes, we are going to get into Joey C.
We'll get into that, Jimmy I.
We'll get into that, Jimmy I. We got to, you can't lead off with Joey C. The C stands for coma. Joey Coma.
Now watch when Ray reads the super chat. He goes blank here because he doesn't know how to respond.
Win by
2 radio. This guy
Ray.
had a great appearance on MLC recently. Really
You watched my appearance and you liked it?
fantastic job.
So look at Ray's mind. I mean, look at Ray trying to process this here. Look at this. Look at him trying to process what's happening here. He's like, how is Win by 2 trolling me? What's the angle he's taking here?
Great appearance on MLC recently. Really.
He's like, Ray, I mean, mind you, we'll read the chat. All it said was, Ray, you and me, 1v. Mind you, when you send a $2 super chat, you're only allowed 50 fucking characters. So I had to cut off the A from and just put ND. So I go, Ray, you and me, 1v1 in hoops in AC, ? Carl, you're a dork. Right? Ray's trying to like crack the Da Vinci Code here. He doesn't know what the fuck is happening. Let's watch.
Fantastic job.
Ray, you.
No, he wants to play you 1v1.
I mean, he's gone, ladies and gentlemen.
In hoops in Atlantic City.
And now, Carl, you're
very
a dork.
confused today.
Yeah. You and me. Oh, he left out the A. Ray, you and me, one-on-one hoops in AC. Yeah, if you find a basketball court,
Ray says it's on.
Okay, so if I find remember this, because if he's like, he says, if I find a basketball court, he will play 1v1 in hoops, because Ray's always talking shit about how good he is as a basketball player. So I'm challenging him here in the super chat, 1v1, and he accepts. All right, remember that, though.
Yeah, we got to find a basketball court. Also, we got to
watch Carl's big slam on me. Right?
He strikes me as a shorter guy. I don't know how tall this guy is. He looks like
again, sick burn, Carl. Again, I'm the size of a Pez dispenser. We've been over this already. Let's get it together. Let's catch up. I might be fucking the size of an ant, but I would run circles around you, Carl. I mean, you pick the day, you pick the time, you pick the place. Any which way, any challenge you want to fucking come up with, I'll accept. I mean, again, you're a mandolin player. It's enough should be said right there.
Take him.
I used to play back in the day. I could play.
Oh, I know.
Not anymore. Like, now
got
my
some street cred.
You
probably used to hustle people in the playground.
All right, so they kind of just cuck it up and riff a little bit. Let's go to 112. Ray gets up out of nowhere to show us his LeBrons. Carl is confused. So this is going to. No, I'm sorry. Let's go to 2310. Ray still okay, so check this out. This is where I thought Carl was even a bigger dork than what I initially thought when I watched this. They're going to be starting talking about Star Wars and how Carl dresses up and plays with his action figures. And Ray, this is just insane to me.
Wife is a huge deal.
So mind you have to remember, Carl, just got owned by Stuttering John on Monday. The clip of the mandolin and the nap comes out on Wednesday. Kevin roasts him. Everyone's making fun of him. He goes on Ray. Everyone's fucking making fun of him. They're roasting him. They're going after him. And then he's going to confirm how big of a nerd he actually is by saying this.
It's
Imagine if you didn't have a mandolin.
Imagine that. Imagine if there was something else my wife could have stepped on next to me.
Yes.
Just thank God I didn't have my Star Wars toys out because, wow, that would have definitely
blown up. Do you really have
up.
Star Wars toys? Because I do.
Don't, no.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
Now, you say you don't, but it's like, why would you even say that to begin with? I mean, look at your wall here. It's filled with, like, South Park and toys, practically, and Stuttering John's face. It wouldn't shock me if you had, a Darth Vader figurine upstairs, right above your fucking bed, where you sleep with Jenny Jingles. Before you make love, you kiss Darth Vader, and then you go in. Now, she pegs you because you, in fact, are the mandolin player, which makes you, which we confirmed already, homosexual. So it wouldn't surprise me that you have these figurines, but Ray confirms that he has these figurines still. Ray still loves to play pretend. He still loves to play with his Star Wars toys. Let's watch.
I thought we were going to bond us.
I had Star Wars toys growing up, but I no longer have them. They didn't make it out of the house with me.
Okay, we get it. You get late sometimes. I understand. That's still one of my favorite things is when a girl came back to my place years ago and saw my Millennium Falcon. And she's like, "Oh, I didn't know you had kids." I'm like, "No, that's mine. That's mine."
Why are you not hiding that in the closet? What are you doing?
No, you know what I did?
Stay in the closet like your homosexuality right there.
I took it to the bar at Snowdonia and the gastro, and it's on display there, and everyone thinks it's the coolest thing. So guess what? People think it's cool. It's just not women with vaginas.
That's true. Yes.
Yes. Women with vaginas.
Women with vaginas, huh? Because I guess there's another type of woman without vagina. I don't know. I mean, it's just a crazy comparison you make.
Because it dries them up. It's like a dehydrator for vagina.
I went to the
Listen to this.
the cantina on Mos Eisley.
Yeah,
in, A New Hope. I went to that place at Disney World and hung out.
So this is, mind you, of like a 49-year-old man actively going to the Disney theme park, Star Wars, and he's playing pretend, and he's dressing up as Luke Skywalker, and he's zoom, 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 zoom. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, what? I mean, you're a dork. I mean, just, I can't, like, I feel bad even saying you're a dork anymore, because, like, it's like, that's who you are. Like, I've said this about Carl before. It's like, you're the type of nerd that I would have, I mean, seriously, really bullied in high school. I would have threw your head into a locker. I would have gave you a swirly in the bathroom. I mean, it would have been horrible, Carl. So this notion that you're this tell it how it is bully online, it just, there's a disconnect happening. There's a disconnect happening from what I see and what I'm hearing. Because, you know, you can make fun of Stuttering John, you can make fun of his boogers, you can make fun of his farts, but you're like the biggest level nerd I've ever seen. You know, so all of your points are now, I think, invalid.
Have you ever been to the Star Wars park there?
No.
It's pretty incredible. It's pretty cool.
That would be really cool.
Yeah, I recommend it.
Here's the deal. Even as a kid, the first two Star Wars movies were great. Even as a kid,
mind you, the combined age of these two is like over 100. Now we're in full Star Wars talk here. Let's
the one with the
keep
Ewoks.
watching.
It's like, all right, this is now a toy commercial. Like, these badass stormtroopers are getting beat up by Ewoks. These little teddy bears are beating up these badass stormtroopers.
Yeah.
You're like, this is stupid. Like,
yeah, it got dumb. It got dumb. And that's when they started going to children's movies specifically. And it's crazy to me that when we
Stephen
were
M says Carl has bad ass effort on his wallet. I mean, you're probably not wrong. You're probably not wrong. It wouldn't shock me. This guy, I mean, he just, you know what I mean? There's a lot of projection coming from Carl, and that's why he has to take it out on others. You know, there's never any accountability when it comes. Everyone worships this guy, so he feels like he's on top of the world. I'm here to tell you, Carl, you're not. You're not anymore. Your time as the big dog in the Dabbleverse is coming, or has probably come to an end. The jig is up. We've got you. You're done. Pack your bags and get on the same fucking flight that Gino Bisconti's getting on and get out of here. You're done. You're done. You play with toys and Star Wars and the mandolin and your mandolin. You and Ray DeVito, I mean, are practically two peas in a pod. Your wife, your mom, it's just everything about you. Everything I've always thought about you, by the way. So this is not shocking. This is why, like, Kevin was, like, shocked. Like, oh, my God, can you believe it? Oh, you fucking cumberger.
Is that how you mean, crab? Bucknaker? Bucknaker.
I mean, so this doesn't shock me one bit. That's why I'm not sitting here blowing a gasket. I've always saw this. I mean, any kind of guy who tries to act tough and has the appearance like Carl or one Patrick Melton.
I'm a fucking dork nerd.
I mean, he tells you every day he tells you he's a dork nerd. So why are we like, you know what I mean? We make fun of dork nerds. Guys, we make fun of them. Somewhere along the line, like, people have just, I guess, gotten soft. No pun intended. Softcast, R.I.P. Gone. Never forgotten. Once had a hope and a dream to do a show, and no more. But, like, somewhere down the line, like, we've gotten soft, and, like, we care too much about what other people think. And when people have negative things to say about us, like, you know, we clam up and, like, we just try to ignore it as if it's like, okay, first of all, it's guys that are saying this sort of shit. It's like Carl and Patrick. You know what I mean? And Shuli, somebody who is actually, like, I'm the size of an ant. Shuli is somehow smaller than I am. So it's like, these are the guys you're afraid of? Seriously. I mean, seriously. These are the guys you're afraid of. These are the guys you look up to and like, oh my God, like, that's my guy. That's who I'm willing to ride or die for. Shuli, Carl, Melton. They're dorks. You know, quite frankly, they're just dorks. And probably 2 out of 3 are closeted homos. So, like, they're not even okay. Like, they lie to themselves on a daily basis to suppress that fucking energy daily. But yet, somehow, they're going to be the guy who tells you how it is. And then people listen, like Gino. Oh, I love Nobody Likes Onions. It's my favorite show. So it says more about you than it does about the guy, Melton, or Carl, or Shuli. So, I mean, that's really my 2 cents into this whole thing. You know, they're all nerds. They're all dorks. Take whatever they say, take none of it seriously, because it's irrelevant. What they do in their spare time is much more cringe than Stuttering John could ever do, that Michael Ray Bauer could ever do. You know? What they do in their spare time, you probably would never watch a second of their episodes ever again. I mean, that's just kind of my 2 cents. So again, I'm not shocked that Carl is like, you know, and mind you, I want to make one thing clear. It's okay to like Star Wars. That's fine. Watch the movies. But when you feel the need to have to go out and recreate the movie and go to the theme park and you feel like you're Anakin Skywalker about to fight the fucking clones, it's like, dude, you're 50. You're 50. You know? Unless you have kids, then you have an excuse. You don't have kids, Carl. So you're strictly going for yourself, which is even more bizarre. I don't know, man. I don't know. I worry about the future of mankind as a whole. All the censorship that happens by the same people who tell you they're anti-censorship. All the nerds that are trying to be bullies, that are just nerds. Like, I worry about where we're heading. I think it's going to a dark place if this is where we're at now. And nobody's really pushing. There's a couple people, but on the grand scheme of things, nobody's really pushing back. Like, the biggest guys that are even outside the Dabbleverse are nerds. Like, they're bookworm geeks that never played sports, never got laid, and now their sole purpose is to cause havoc for everyone else. I will not take place. I will not take part in any of these shenanigans that happen by nerds. I refuse. Again, I bully nerds. I always bully nerds. And I don't care. You know what I mean? That's just always who I've been. It's funny. It's fun to get a laugh from everyone else because you shove someone in a locker or you trip them or you blow a spitball right at their fucking ear. That's hilarious to me. But now the nerds have a platform to rise up and fight back. I mean, we might be doomed. We might be doomed. So, I don't know. That's Carl, though, dressing up as a Star Wars character. Let's, I think he says something else here that is going to be sort of important.
Growing up, Ray, we're kind of the same age. We loved Star Wars. We watched all the movies. We had the action figures. We played Star Wars with our friends. There weren't children in Star Wars. It didn't matter.
Again, playing Star Wars with your friends is the big thing. Because I'm like, wait a second. Again, fine. Own the action figures as a child. Watch the movies as a child. But to dress up and play Star Wars with your friends, I mean, that's nerd shit, you know? So I had the super chat. I'm like, Carl, like, now it's confirmed. It's on. You're a fucking loser, as Stuttering John says. 3950 Star Wars super chat. Let's check this out. So I chime in. I'm like, hey, Carl, fuck you, dork.
Tom Myers. I don't see you, Tom Myers. Don't even look at me. All right, Tom Myers. Mr. Kill Everything. Total Joey C death. All right, let's get into some Joey C stuff. And then
let's do it.
This will be the last one. Win by 2 radio. Imagine playing Star Wars with your friends. Dork. I think that's for me. I don't play Star Wars with them.
I said when I was younger, we would watch the movies, play with the figures, play Star Wars with our friends. It's what children do.
Yeah, I don't know any children who do that or ever did that. I mean, again, very strange, very dork-like behavior.
Yeah, so that's what you. Yeah.
And again, if you want to be that, that's fine. But then you can't be this tell it how it is kind of guy. I'm going to make fun of Stuttering John's every move when Stuttering John has been way more successful than you on Howard Stern, the biggest radio station and program of all time. Jay Leno, one of the biggest, if not the biggest, late-night television shows of all time. So you have like no room to talk. No room to talk. All right, so now we'll go to 112. Ray gets up out of nowhere. I want to try to fly through this. We might still do some more after this. I'm not sure. We'll see how I'm feeling. 112. Here we go.
It's just like, that's a bad luck. I wouldn't do that personally. And now he's on shows talking about all the cars that he has and the amazing garage. He puts them
Carl's talking. All of a sudden, Ray, I don't know what gets into Ray's head, but he just decides to get up and leave to flex his LeBrons.
And that lowers the cars down into the ground and other ones that bring them up. And it's just like, all right, you've become exactly what you said. Sucked. Where the fuck did Ray just go? What the fuck just happened?
That takes Carl by surprise.
Does this normally happen on this show, guys? That the host gets up and walks away while I'm mid-sentence? Or is this... What just happened?
You say that, but I do this on my podcast.
Oh.
So these are the LeBrons that I bought.
Okay.
I have my Air Jordan. No, I do that on my podcast. I show the things I just bought. So
like that, this is Ray's biggest prized possession of his life, his LeBrons. So much so he has to show us all. And then he sit there and wonders why people shit on me. It's like, dude, look at yourself. Look at this. Look at this frame. You as a comic, this is the scary part. You as a comic who doesn't see the comedy in this frame right here, you're not that much of a comic then. I don't know what else to tell you. I really don't know what else to tell you. Stop showing off your latest purchases of LeBrons or fake gold chains. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's not, we look at Ray now, oh, he's got some money. No, you look poorer than ever. No one who has money flexes their LeBrons. Poor people, dumb, tard, nerd dorks flex their LeBrons. Cut that shit out, Ray. Cut it the fuck out. So this is where I come back in at 138.46. Ray responds to my challenge. So remember, he said if I found a court, he would play me on a game of 1v1 hoops. All right. So I see him put up the LeBrons, and I'm like, all right, motherfucker. You're that good at basketball. Put your money where your mouth is, and let's fucking go. Let's do it. Here we go.
Karen Fian is not going to fuck you. I'm sure you're on her.
She might. I know Karen. She might.
These guys are sipping for Karen Fian so much.
She
Jesus
might.
Christ.
She might.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Win by 2 radio. I got the court. Put the LeBrons and Shane up in AC. Oh, jeez. You know what? I know I will not be able to play basketball because I'm coming from Lancaster the night before.
Okay.
And then I get there and
got it.
Gonna watch the Super Bowl. So I'm not gonna have time to like go play basketball.
And you're acting like I'm asking you to do an all-day activity. It's meet up in Atlantic City for like 45 minutes, a game up to 11, win by 2, no pun intended. We'll meet up, we'll set up some cameras, we'll have some people around. You put up your LeBrons, I'll put up fucking $100 or whatever the LeBrons are worth in cash. I'll put up one of my microphones. I don't know, I'll put up something that's fair. 45 minutes, we'll play, game's over. You go along your day, I go along my day, and bygones are bygones. And then I could finally shut you up and show you you're not a good basketball player. You, in fact, suck. But he makes this excuse, I'm coming from Lancaster. And then I'm going to watch the Super Bowl. Well, first of all, the Super Bowl doesn't start till 3:30. Or I'm sorry, 6:30 at night. So, okay, maybe you want to be wherever you're going by like 2. That gives us from like 12 to 1 to play a game of hoops. So I found the court, but Ray chickened out. So Ray, I'm not going to rest here. I'm not going to rest. You don't have to put up the LeBrons. You don't have to put up the chain. I really don't. care about any of those things. I was just kind of, egging you on a little bit. I don't care. I don't need LeBron's. I don't need your chain. I know that's all you have in life. I understand that. But let's set this up because I still want to beat you in basketball. Because you claim to be this like basketball star. And it's like, you're not. So I'm here to prove it that you're not. This little Pez-sized person, Win by 2 radio.
Who knows to Win by 2 radio?
Will school you. I'd probably go as far as to say I'd probably only give up 1 to 2 points tops. I might even be able to shut Ray out. So next time you're in a Ray chat, let's really, dig into this point here. Hey, Ray, play Win by 2. When are you going to play Win by 2 in AC? AC basketball, question mark? Let's really get this going. I really want to play this motherfucker. Even if I lose, that'd be great for Ray. He would own me. So there you have it. That's the big Carl fucking Ray DeVito interview. Where's Ray at? Little Ray Diamond Hand DeVito.
Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole crew's here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Yeah. I like just dumb, corny shit like that. Yeah, I do like, yeah.
All right, so there you have it. I might, let me see. Let's see how the chat's feeling. Let's see how we're doing. Let's check in with the chat. And I think I might want to do this Mir Mustang. I'm not sure. It's getting late here. Should we do it? Should we not do it? It's team, isn't it? It's team, isn't it? No, Hernan says, what are the odds Ray has a jump shot? Slim to none, really. John, the man has gouty feet. What the fuck? Yeah, but he always talks shit. You know what I mean? So I'm here to show him I could I'll run him on a court, Let's see. Well, Chow, any diagnosis as far as authentication? Jeff says, go for it. Dr. Chow says the second one is a wishbone. He inherited from his dad. That one is real gold. Talking about Ray's, I guess, feet. Gout, says W-Man. There's the proverbial gout on every show. Thank you for that, W-Man. And there goes my chat. I think we might get out of here. I gotta figure out what the fuck is going on with my chat. Not having, flying blind here is pretty alarming stuff. I imagine, what time is it? 9 o'clock. I imagine Brennan's going back live for his second show of the day. I imagine he's getting ready to go on. So let's just check up with some of you chatters. Let's see who's live on YouTube right now. I think I'll save the fucking... I'll save the Mir Musk for the next show, which will probably be back here either Monday, if not definitely Tuesday. Possibly. So we'll save that because that's a great watch. Big Gay Lion. Win by 2. Wow, there I am clipped already by My Lost Interest. Win by 2. My Lost Interest is overrated. That's funny. Go check it out. Minute 14 seconds. Yeah, see, Shuli's bitch. Yeah, see, Kevin's live right now. And Shuli's live right now. So this might be a good time to check out. Let's catch up with some chats, and then I think we're going to get out of here. We'll be back Monday or Tuesday, one of the days. Bex Rock go live. Thanks, Kiff. Whatever the flat one is, that real gold. Herringbone, yes. Psycho Shaman going on in about an hour. Okay, sweet. I know what I'm watching in an hour. Carl's Miss Nap. I like Star Wars. Imagine Ray crossing you up, then gifting you his pink blanket. If that were to happen, I would probably delete everything I've ever done online and never show my face ever again, to be quite honest with you, Barry Watson. If Ray crossed me up. Well, let's watch this clip real quick. My Lost Interest just clipped me saying he's overrated. This is fantastic. This might be a good way to end the show. Let's go to, this was another instance this week when, now, Keanu, I did watch that Stuttering John interview. I will say, he's very quick. If you want to be a Clipper, he is quick. My stance still remains, though. My stance still remains. All you're doing is clipping out segments of shows. Does that make you, make you doing good work? Does that make you, what you're doing, so fucking great? again, I appreciate you spreading the message. Well, let's just listen to myself. And I think this was the best part, clipped out by My Lost Interest. Now, a lot of people shout this guy out, My Lost Interest. You guys have probably heard of this guy, My Lost Interest. And all these hosts like worshiping, oh, My Lost Interest does great work. He does phenomenal job. It's like, all right, pump the brakes. First of all, we need more people like My Lost Interest, and he is doing the heavy lifting, clipping out the shows and spreading the message. So that is appreciative, and we appreciate that. But he's not doing anything that crazy. You know what I mean? He's just clipping a segment of the show and reposting it for everyone to watch. So when these hosts are like, oh, shout out to My Lost Interest, he's doing, phenomenal work. It's like, what they're really telling you, what they're really saying is, we're too lazy to do any sort of show prep.
100%.
We subscribe to My Lost Interest, and we'll just watch the latest thing he does and then comment on it. Now, I'm doing that here, but
I'm literally
I
doing
just
that
feel
now
like
here.
pulling up the actual
That's
video.
amazing.
And so that is the reason why we're watching this clip.
That's
now
amazing.
On MLI. That's funny. That's funny. I think it's a great way to leave the show. That's hilarious stuff. Let's see. His sister gave him telling. It's his dad. Jeff says, My Lost Interest, what a trophy. That's not the gentleman that clips my videos, John. What do you mean? Yes, it definitely is. That's what we were watching. Beck says, you guys keep missing my live shows. Bex, post your link. Go live right after this. MLI for the win by 2. Yeah, that was awesome. I think that's where we're going to end it, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in today. This has been a great show, a fun fucking week of shows. Of course, we did 3 shows this week. All bangers. Go check them all out. Very fun show, very fun week.
This has been a very fun show.
Very fun show, very fun week.
And yeah, we'll be back, like I said, either Monday or Tuesday. I'm not quite sure. Maybe even Wednesday. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens from now until then. But this has been fun. Thank you, everyone, for showing up and showing out and, being a part of the show and chatting into the show and contributing into the show. It's easy for me to say. I wish I could show. Maybe I can. Yeah, here we go. Oh, W-Man came in for 5. I didn't even see that. Sorry about that, W-Man. My chat hasn't been working, so I'll shout you out now. Let's see. We'll shout out everyone who contributed on today's show. Let's check it out. Not too many. That's fine. No need to fear. It's not a super chat run show. Girth Brooks, member for 9 months. Shane M for 5. Kip Dunnage, 199. Jay for 9 months. W-Man for 5. And W-Man's chat read as follows. Pat Dixon has a morning radio family show. Voice, in my opinion. I agree. So he should lean into the morning style show a little more as opposed to going on at 11 o'clock and putting everyone else to sleep. And then obviously Jeff Closer, Blade on the Hoop Challenge, 2-on-2, Al Blade versus Ray, and another geriatric. Thank you guys. Your contributions are appreciative. We appreciate those chats. Where'd my chat go? This is insane. I got to fix this for next show. But thank you, everyone, once more. Have a safe rest of your weekend. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. This has been fantastic. Tom Chilstrom, though. I mean, he takes us out every show, so why would this be any different? Tom, take it away.
No, hey, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for being here. Pretty solid effort all around, I would say, mostly from Corey and I. Luke had some good points. But all in all, a good show. Thanks for everybody for being here. Let's call it a night.
Call it a good night, guys. Thank you again. We appreciate everything. Stay safe this weekend. Keep your head up. Make sure we fuck with Ray. We want to get Ray DeVito on a basketball court at the end of the day. Fuck Carl, of course. Carl's a bitch. Make sure to go check out Bex Rocks' new show, I think, about the debut right after mine. And Psycho Shaman doing the Melton Watch right after this. This has been fantastic. I've been your host, John, and we will see you all on the other side. Stay safe. Earl Skakel, one more time. Earl! Didn't think that would happen again, did you? We'll see you next time, guys. Bye!